You're listening to Elite Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. Game coverage begins in 6 minutes. You're listening to Elite Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. Game coverage begins in 5 minutes. You're listening to Elite Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. Game coverage begins in 4 minutes. You're listening to Elite Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. Game coverage begins in 3 minutes. You're listening to Elite Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. Game coverage begins in 2 minutes. You're listening to Elite Media Network's coverage of NCAA football. Game coverage begins in 1 minute. In 30 seconds. In 10 seconds. In 5 seconds. This is Elite Media Network coverage of NCAA football.
Two receivers to the right, little inside screen, caught at the 25, angling back to the middle of the field, at the 10, at the 5, touchdown! Touchdown, C.J. Daniels! Another brilliant play call, perfectly executed, 24 yards and a score, and Carson Beck has his 4th touchdown pass of the night.
From Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, it's a Saturday night Big Ten showdown between two of the winningest programs in all of college football, the USC Trojans and the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Manning out of the shotgun. Weisner behind him at a pistol look. Hand off Weisner. No, Manning keeps it left side. Past midfield, down the sideline. Foot race, and he slides down to the 25 inbounds to keep the clock going. Arch Manning on a 30-yard scamper, and that might put it on ice.
Now, here's Mike Morgan and Babe Laufenberg.
Welcome, everybody, to the Heartland, Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers in front of 85,000 fans. 409 consecutive sellouts if you're scoring at home, and a great opportunity to pick up a signature win for this Nebraska program as they take on top 25 USC. Welcome, everybody, alongside Babe Laufenberg, borrowed on loan from the Dallas Cowboy Radio Network, the great former quarterback, and also our producer, Brian Dansell. I am Mike Morgan, and this should be a whole lot of fun, folks. Babe, we talk about the significance of this game. These are two programs that have been reeling of late. Nebraska hasn't picked up a top 25 win since 2016. Southern Cal, since Lincoln Riley came to town, they have struggled. One of these teams will still be alive for major prizes. The other one will not. Kind of an elimination game.
Yeah, it really is. And when you talk about these two programs, Mike, Nebraska, number 8 in all-time wins. USC, number 10 in all-time wins in college football. So struggling is kind of relative. You know, some teams would take where these two teams are at right now, but when you're Nebraska, when you're USC, it's not good enough. And you're exactly right. Lose, and you don't go home, but you go home from the college football playoff.
So let's talk about this game within the game. One thing very quietly, because people have been so down on USC over the years, they might have overlooked USC is number 1 in the country in offense. Nebraska's number 2 nationally in pass defense. So what do we look for in this game from a strategy standpoint?
Yeah, it's going to be a great matchup from that standpoint. Nebraska's been outstanding against the pass. They've given up only 3 touchdown passes all year long. That ties them with Indiana and Ohio State. And oh, by the way, those teams are 1 and 2 in the country. The big thing for Nebraska today, they've got to take away Mekhi Lemon, the wide receiver from USC. Nebraska spreads it around. They've got about 4 guys with 30 receptions. USC, it's the Mekhi Lemon show. He's got twice as many receptions as the next closest guy on the team.
And for Nebraska, they might need it to be the Dylan Raiola show as well, the starting quarterback for the Cornhuskers. The opening kickoff is coming up between the Trojans and the Cornhuskers. You are listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, Our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit ChefWilliamTurner.com. ChefWilliamTurner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Back with you in front of 85,000 fans here at Memorial Stadium. Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg. The coin toss has taken place. Southern Cal will get the football first. The Trojans coming into this football game. Last year they were 7-6. This year their signature win is a victory against the Michigan Wolverines, 31-13. If they somehow could win out, this is certainly a team that has the potential out of the Big Ten to get to the college football playoff. Technically speaking, so do the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Both these teams with just 2 losses. USC is 5-2. Nebraska is 6-2. And like we said, babe, somebody, above and beyond all the playoff talk and everything else that we get so absorbed with, this game is going to signify progress for one of these two programs.
You're exactly right. And Nebraska thinks they've got a little something going. USC has lost 2 of their last 3 games. Obviously, they're coming off a bye last week. One of those losses to Notre Dame at Notre Dame, so you wouldn't call that a bad loss. Here's the other part of this Nebraska defense, Mike. They've allowed 16 points in the first quarter. They played 8 games, so I can do the math. It's an average of 2 points a game. So somehow Lincoln Riley and this USC offense is going to have to crack the code on Nebraska and their first quarter defense.
Tanuk Hines will field the kickoff and call for a fair catch at the 2-yard line. USC will take over 1st and 10 from a 25. They'll be going left to right. It is a blackout here at Memorial Stadium. It's not the first time that has happened, but what is the first time that has ever happened here? The end zones and the Big N logo at midfield are in black and white. So they are pulling out all the stops here today to pull off what would be considered a mild upset in this game. USC in the home white unis. Nebraska black up top, black pants, and white helmets with the N logo in black. Onto the field, Jaden Mayava, number 14 in white, out of the shotgun. The lone back is Miller. Snap, toss play to Miller, right side, outside the hash, and stacked up at about the 29-yard line after a 4-yard gain. Deshaun Singleton, the all-conference safety, makes the tackle.
USC's going to go no huddle here, get on the ball. USC came out 2 tight ends, and they remain with 2 tight ends on this series here.
Ball right hash from a 29-yard line. Mayava out of the shotgun, 3 wide set, gets the snap, clean pocket, has all day, surveys, scrambling now in the pocket, gets to the left hash, 25, throws low at the 31-yard line, and that'll be incomplete. It was intended for the top target that Babe mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, Makai Lemon, number 6, but instead it's going to be 3rd and 5.
And he had Lemon open. Wasn't a real difficult throw. Once he broke the pocket there, Maava just rolls left and just kind of short-armed it, put it in the ground. I would say put it in the dirt, but we're on an artificial surface here.
3rd down and 5. The noise is deafening in this stadium. And look at this. They've got five receivers stacked up to the right side of the field along the 30. Here's the snap. Little jet sweep to the left side, and it's blown up at the 31-yard line. A pickup of maybe 2, but USC is going to have to put the football. Great job by Nebraska on a little razzle-dazzle setup there, Babe.
And that's amazing. In my 40 years or whatever of football, I've never seen a formation like this. There was basically no one to the right of the center on the offensive line, and you know that USC has worked on that a whole bunch. And Nebraska was like, oh, big deal. Let's come up and make the tackle.
I'm like you. I hadn't seen that.
I was actually, Mike, waiting for a Nebraska timeout to say, whoa a minute, we got to get set up against this.
I was waiting for an illegal formation penalty. It didn't even look real. Long spiraling kick, angling to the right side near the sideline, far side, and a catch and a return to the 25-yard line by Ja'Cory Barney, the 6-foot sophomore out of Florida City Palmetto High School. And now our first look at Nebraska's offense, an offense that comes in ranked 6th in the Big Ten Conference, but overall they performed well. Raiola has been a true difference maker now as a sophomore, young man who initially committed to the University of Georgia. And Emmett Johnson, number 21, their tailback, has been terrific so far this year. 837 yards and averaging just under 6 yards a carry with 9 touchdowns. He is to the left of Raiola, who's out of the shotgun. 1st and 10, 25, going right to left, no score early going. Here in Lincoln, snap, throw to the near side, caught on the numbers at the 30 and tiptoeing out of bounds at the 32. That is the leading receiver for Nebraska. That's Isaiah Hunter. Isaiah Hunter, the transfer from the Cal Bears, where he led the Bears in receiving. Williams on the tackle after a 7-yard gain. Going to be very interesting to see how this Nebraska offense looks tonight against a USC defense that quite frankly has been vulnerable. They are ranked near the bottom of the Big Ten in most statistical categories. 2nd down and short from the 32. Handoff straight up the gut and breaking a couple of tackles. Pinballing his way to the 38-yard line is Johnson. That'll be a 1st down after a gain of 6 yards.
When you think Nebraska football, Mike, don't you just think of offensive linemen?
Absolutely.
And getting after people, and that's what Nebraska has done here on these first couple of plays.
They went to the portal to pick up a couple of good ones. Pritchett, the left tackle, and Spindler, the right tackle. 1st down and 10 from the 38, ball left hash. Snap, Raiola fakes the run, throws far side, one-on-one coverage, catch is incomplete. It was right at the boundary. Even if Dane Key reels it in, I'm not sure if he can stay in bounds.
Another one of those transfers. You
Yep.
say it a lot now in today's football, right?
No doubt, yeah.
First year, he came from Kentucky.
He's the speedster of the group. Hunter, who we mentioned earlier on the grab, he's their top possession guy. So now it's a 2nd down and 8 from the 38-yard line of Nebraska, going to our left. Ball left hash, and Raiola for the first time lines up under center. Johnson 7 yards behind him, the tailback. And Johnson gets the call on 1st down, or 2nd down rather. Shake and bake at the 45 and down to the 46-yard line. A brilliant run. A gain of 7 will set up a 3rd down and short. Marcellus Williams the tackle for USC.
You hear so much about the backfield by committee. This is a committee of one for Nebraska. Emmett Johnson came into this game. He's got 146 carries. The closest guy to him has 16.
Yeah.
So Emmett Johnson will be the man. Also, they utilize him in the passing game. Good pass receiver. They'll actually split him out at times, but he's a threat both ways.
He's out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he's the back on a 3rd and 2 to the right of Raiola out of the shotgun. Snap, handoff, banging bodies midfield, and finally stacked up there, but not before he gobbles up 5. And Emmett Johnson has a 1st down. The tackle by DeCarlos Nicholson, but moved the chains for the Cornhuskers.
Talk about him being from Minneapolis. Obviously, the Nebraska weather does not bother him.
Not at all.
When you grow up in Minneapolis. But I was tickled this week about USC and preparing for the cold. And they had a heat wave in LA last week. They were practicing. It's 40 degrees. 40. I mean, it is not cold.
We're 40 now. We're expected to get down to about 29 later on tonight. We'll see how that affects the play of the game. 1st and 10 from midfield. Throw complete near side at the 45 and banged out of bounds is Hunter. A nice little 6-yard gain, we'll call it. Nicholson was on the coverage, sets up a 2nd down and 4, and the Cornhuskers in plus territory.
You know, in dealing with that cold too. Now, so many schools are recruiting nationally, but some of these guys from USC have come from cold weather places. The other part of that is really, until it gets into the single digits, it really doesn't affect the game much.
And we should point out there's hardly any wind so far in this game, which is a quarterback's worst nightmare. Back to the ground game, churning those legs out to the 40-yard line for a 1st down. 4 more yards for Emmett Johnson. Eric Gentry on the tackle. I beg your pardon, that's actually Isaiah Moisey out of Kansas City, a 4-star recruit, a true freshman. He is more of their banger. He's a 6-foot, 210-pounder. And he grinds his way to a 1st down from the 41-yard line now of USC. Again, going right to left. 2 receivers to the left side. Snap to Raiola. Throws. Complete. Wide open at the 35. Outside the numbers. Shake and bake at the 30 and down at the 29-yard line. Forward progress will make a 1st down for Nebraska. It's Ja'Cory Barney again. And he picks up 3 on the play. No, 13, I beg your pardon, on the play.
Nebraska very methodical on this drive. Only gone to 3rd down in this drive once. So when you're making 1st downs on 1st and 2nd down, that's good offensive football.
Yeah, methodically just moving down. This is the 9th play of the drive after the 13-yard gain. They go back to the ground, breaking tackles, trying to get to the outside, still in between the hashes. It took about 7 guys to finally bring Emmett Johnson down. That'll be the most difficult 2 yards of his life. Keyshawn Silver finally finishing him off after 5 or 6 guys had a shot at him.
Yeah, that was like playing pinball right there.
Yeah. Johnson is such a tough physical back in search of his 10th touchdown on this drive.
Well, you watch him, he's just solid. He's got great lateral quickness. He's powerful for a guy that isn't a real big back.
2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line. Going to our left. Raiola gets the snap, keeps it himself, running right side, past the 25 and diving ahead of the 23-yard line. He will gobble up 5 yards before the tackle is made by Desmond Stevens, the middle linebacker.
Okay, well, I've said they've made a lot of 1st downs on 1st and 2nd down. Well, here's a 3rd down they got to make.
A 3rd down and 4 and a drive that's already taken over 5 minutes. Still scoreless, 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go, 1st quarter. A 3rd down and 4 from the 22. Raiola, tight formation to the left side. 1 receiver out right. Johnson, the lone back, is to Raiola's left. USC rushing 4, handoff Johnson, finds a crease right side, breaks a tackle at the 20, and bangs his way down to the 15-yard line. A terrific run of 8 yards and a 1st down for Nebraska. Jakeem Stewart, the freshman defensive tackle, finally brought him to the turf, but another impressive drive to Emmett Johnson, who's been terrific on this opening drive.
Well, Nebraska just says 3rd and 4. Yeah, we'll run it. That is a passing down in today's football world. But right here, they've had such domination of this USC defensive front. They say, hey, why put it in the air?
1st and 10 from the 15, a 2 wide receiver set. Snap to Raiola, looking end zone, near side, one-on-one, and incomplete. Great coverage that time. Crowd wanted a flag, but Isaiah Hunter was shadowed on the play by Marcellus Williams. I don't think he could have covered it any better.
Can I ask you a question, Mike?
Absolutely.
Don't you wish that you had 85,000 people helping you do your job?
I do.
Like all these fans who are just trying to help the officials out a little bit. They said that's pass interference, but it wasn't. I agree with you. Good coverage.
We're just happy if we can have like 3 or 4 help us.
Right.
85,000 would get cluttered up in this booth.
I just pray to God no one gets in my way. That's all I ask for.
Right.
I don't need help. Just
2nd and 10, 15-yard line, and this time the run by Johnson is snuffed out. Maybe a yard. He was able to squeeze up the right hash, but Give that USC front four credit, as well as Desmond Stevens, the linebacker, racking up another tackle.
Okay, so Nebraska has gone to third down twice. They've had a 3rd and 3 and a 3rd and 4. This one's a little bit different.
A 3rd down and 9, in fact, from the 14-yard line. Raiola out of the gun, trips near side, ball right hash. Johnson motions out of the backfield to the left side. Raiola goes right side, one-on-one coverage, twisting and making the catch. Touchdown! Touchdown, Dane Key, who had a defender all over him and still was able to bring it in for a score. What a play by the former Kentucky Wildcat.
Boy, what a drive for Nebraska. Man, that was a heck of a catch. Right side of the end zone, it's a back shoulder fade. I mean, it was right on the pylon. The official right on the play there to make the call. I didn't know if he got his foot down. We're a little ways away. It's on the other side of the field, but they're probably going to look at this just to make sure.
It was a 14-play drive if it stands. We're watching now the replay in our booth. I thought he was interfered with, and he brings it in. His knees hit the pylon. I think this is a surefire touchdown right here, babe.
Yeah, I think he's got possession. The left foot gets down, and can't imagine. Yep, here we go. Let him go.
Yep, extra point on the way, and it is good. That's Quinanen, Kyle Quinanen, the sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona. What an impressive opening drive for Nebraska. 14 plays, 75 yards, and 7 minutes and 1 tick off the clock. 6 first downs on the drive. And with 6:29 to go in the first quarter, it's Nebraska 7, USC nothing. A quick timeout. This is NCAA football on Elite Media Network.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trial. This is a sleep-in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Well, if you thought this crowd was electric when we started, a 14-play, 75-yard touchdown drive to give Nebraska a 7-0 lead has them completely bonkers already. The black balloons were let go after the touchdown, customary during one of these blackouts. You've got flashlights like we're at a Guns N' Roses concert scattered about, 85,000 strong, and the Cornhuskers racing to the football. Tanook Hines kicks it off, and it's fielded at the 4, and another fair catch will be taken. 1st and 10 from the 25. for USC. I'm almost to the point, Babe, where I hope college goes to the NFL rule on kickoffs, because we don't get anybody returning kickoffs anymore.
It's so funny. I still have not wrapped my arms around fair catching the kickoff.
If fair catching at the 5-yard line and then taking it at the 25, but that's kind of what we do now.
Boy, and you talk about these Nebraska fans going bonkers. Mike, they came into the stadium going bonkers.
Yes.
You saw the tailgates out there coming in, and they are fired up.
They are terrific. 409 consecutive sellouts. First and 10, 25 for USC, going left to right. Mayava out of the shotgun of the 2-wide set. It's going to be a handoff left side, and dragged down at the line is King Miller from behind. King Miller trying to find a crease on the left side. Couldn't do it. Williams Waneri, the transfer from Missouri, number 96 in black, brought him down. And speaking of down, Alani Noah, the right guard right now, is down for USC.
Timeout.
And we will take the timeout with them. With 6:11 to go in the opening quarter, it's Nebraska 7, USC nothing. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trunk. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Back to the live action here on 2nd down and 10 for USC. Jackson, the lone back in a 4-wide set, 2-by-2 formation with Mayava out of the shotgun. Snap, here comes the blitz. Mayava backing up, throws it down the far sideline, leaping and then in and out of the hands at the 45-yard line of the intended target, which was Jacoby Lane, who's actually one of their top receivers this year, number 8 in white, but a great job breaking it up by the all-conference safety, Deshaun Singleton.
Jaden Mayava gave him a chance there. Lane goes 6'4", and he had a shot at that ball.
3rd and 10, Mayava, clean pocket, throws, and there was a whistle pre-snap. Pre-snap, it's going to be a false start. He wound up throwing the pass, but it's inconsequential.
Offense number 73 was never set. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
That is the right tackle, Tobias Raymond. So now USC looking at a 3rd down and 15 from their own 20.
Again, we talked about it earlier. It's the #2 pass defense in the country for Nebraska. And where you don't want to be against a defense like that is 3rd and 15. But that's exactly where USC finds themselves.
7 black jerseys back in coverage, 4 on the line, 3rd and 20. Maeva out of the shotgun. Snap, and they'll hand it off straight up the middle, and galloping his way to the 30. A good pickup, but well short of the marker. Javen Wright on the tackle of Brian Jackson, and USC will bring the punting unit onto the field. Ja'Cory Barney will be back to receive the punt from Sam Johnson.
You could not have asked for a better start if you're Nebraska.
Absolutely.
SC takes the opening kickoff, 3 and out. You go on a 7-minute drive and score, and now force another punt.
It's a short punt. Barney racing up to the 40. He'll let it bounce, and it goes out of bounds right around the 39-yard line. 39-yard line. So a 31-yard punt. Not a great effort. And Nebraska already up 7-0. Is going to have great field position when we return with 5:03 to go here in the opening quarter. A quick timeout. It's NCAA football on Elite Media Network.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit ChefWilliamTurner.com. ChefWilliamTurner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
.503 to go. Nebraska 7, USC nothing. Stations, let's pause 10 seconds down the line for identification. You are listening to NCAA football on Elite Media Network. Alongside the quarterback, Babe Laufenberg. I am Mike Morgan. Welcome to Week 10 on Elite Media Network. Our thanks to all the affiliates across the country, including 92.9 The Game in Atlanta, 100,000 watts pumping out our Game of the Week tonight. And all the affiliates across the country, as well as TuneIn and iHeart on the Elite Media Network station. 7-0 Nebraska with the football and the lead from their own 40. A handoff right side, and this time USC bottles it up. A gain of about a yard for Emmett Johnson, but he is swarmed by a slew of white jerseys, including 18 Eric Gentry, who is really their best overall defender, the all Big Ten linebacker.
About the first time that USC has stopped anything close to the run here.
Yeah, Nebraska.
1 yard gain, they'll take that.
They'll certainly take that. By the way, kind of an interesting tidbit. Abe Froman supplying this one. Nebraska under Matt Rule when scoring first, 15-4. Hoping that trend continues. Up 7-0. Second down and 9. Back to the ground game. And again, swarmed under by that USC defense. This time it's the other linebacker, Desmond Stevens, stopping Emmett Johnson for no gain. It'll be third down and 9.
Well, I don't know what the discussion was on that USC sideline after that first drive where Nebraska just ran it down their throats for 7 minutes. But they changed something up here. They're just kind of shooting some gaps now, getting into gaps and making it difficult for the running game.
DeAnton Lynn, the defensive coordinator. Third and 9 from the 40. Ball on the right hash, trips near side. Raiola out of the shotgun. Keeps it himself. Runs up the right hash to about the 46-yard line, but that'll be 3 yards shy of the marker.
Interesting play call on third and 9.
Painfully conservative. I never take for granted that you're going to punt here, even though they're on their own side of the 50-yard line, and now the punting unit comes out there. It looked like they thought about it for a while.
Isn't it funny? Again, in today's football.
In today's football, you never know in the age of analytics, babe.
Yep.
So we will see another Aussie punter. They're all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what
Wilson.
What did we do before Australian punters came over?
I don't know.
And he's a left footer. But he's got a leg. He doesn't need it here.
And he's going to go rugby style. He goes to his left and then hits a knuckleball there, and it's fair caught at the 13-yard line by Makai Lemon. So USC will take over, and there's a penalty flag on the other side of the field at the 46-yard line. We'll see what this is all about.
Well, it's right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So some type of formation penalty is my guess.
Yeah, because the punt went to the left. That flag is all the way near the far sideline on the right side.
And the official right in front of the Nebraska bench is getting an earful. So
illegal formation, kicking team. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First and 10.
Okay.
USC.
So USC will have it at the 18-yard line when we return with 2:58 to go in the first quarter. It's the Cornhuskers 7 and the Trojans
Media
nothing.
timeout.
You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99 night trial. This is a sleepy-in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leading flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on Instagram. In-game highlights, previews, updated news from college football, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow us at Elite Media Sports.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow at Elite Media Sport.
USC first down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Ball on the right hash going left to right. Fake the handoff with time. Throw over the middle. Incomplete. Behind the receiver at the 35, it was Jacoby Lane, but that was not a good ball thrown by Mayava. It was behind him.
Mike, if you just tuned into this game and you didn't follow college football, you would say, gosh, that Mike and Babe, they're liars. They said this USC offense was the best. And
yes.
They came in averaging 530 yards,
right.
Number one in the country.
Yeah.
2 drives, they had a total of 12 yards.
I'm not saying we're not liars.
Well, right, but
I'm not denying that.
2 3-and-out drives for SC, and now an incompletion on first down.
Now a 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. Snap. Throw far side, caught at the 26 and brought down at the 28-yard line. That will be a couple yards near the marker. That's Jacoby Lane, the 6'4 target, number 8 in white. Sierra Wright on the tackle.
Well, SC just needs to get that first down. It's like they always say, right? The first run, The first point's always the hardest. They got to get a first down.
Mayava just 2 for 5 for 11 yards so far tonight. He's been terrific this season for USC. 3rd and 2. Miller in a pistol look behind Mayava out of the shotgun. It's going to be Miller between the tackles. Miller breaks a tackle at the 30 and drags defenders down to the 34-yard line. Nice running by King Miller, the redshirt freshman. The tackle by Javen Wright, number 0 in black. And that's right, black is the jersey that Nebraska wears tonight. It is a blackout, 85,000 fans, almost all of them in black, except those that made the trip from Southern California. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Ball left hash going to our right. Mayava out of the shotgun, play action, whips it over near side, caught at the 44, and dragging defenders down to the 49-yard line is Makai Lemon, the All-American target. Singleton racks up another tackle for the Cornhuskers.
And you know that's going to be a focal point for USC, trying to get the ball to Makai Leonard. They'll get him downfield, they'll get him on screens. He actually reminds me a little bit of another USC receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh,
kind of just...
That is high praise.
Yep, I'm not saying he is him, but he reminds me of him.
Star wide out for the Detroit Lions. 1st and 10 from the 49. Fake the handoff. No, it will be a handoff and breaking free at the 40. Bringing tacklers and down to the 36-yard line. A big run for King Miller of 14 yards. He just wiggled his way through, took on contact, and finally Deshaun Singleton brings him down.
You know, talked about it, that first down is the toughest one. Once you get it, you feel a little confidence, a little rhythm. They made that first down on 3rd and 1. Now they've made 2 consecutive first downs on first down. A couple of big plays.
And they're number 1 in the country, but they're also very balanced. They're top
they really are.
4 in both running and passing in the Big Ten. First down and 10 from the 36 of Nebraska. Back to the ground game and weaving his way through traffic past the 25 and all the way down to the 23-yard line is King Miller. Singleton on the stop after 13 more yards on the ground.
I've got to correct myself. They've made 3 first downs on first down now.
That's right.
After that run.
And Miller now 4 carries for 25 yards as the final seconds of the opening quarter tick away.
This is the end of the first quarter.
And we have reached the end of quarter number 1. 15 minutes in the books. Nebraska with that impressive opening drive, still leading at 7-0, but USC is knocking on the door. You are listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit chefwilliamturner.com. chefwilliamturner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99 night trial. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Our score here, Nebraska 7, USC 0. I'm your host, Brian Dansell. Let's take a look at a couple scores that had gone on earlier today around the country. Number 5, Georgia gets a huge win over rival Florida, 24-20. Number 9, Vanderbilt did go down to Austin today, and they did end up taking the loss. Number 20, Texas, successful in that one, 34-31. Heisman hopeful Diego Pavia, 365 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game. Another top 10 team did go down today. Number 10, Miami, went down to Dallas and took on SMU. SMU ended up winning that game in overtime, 26-20. And Texas Tech, number 13 in the country, gets back Baron Morton. They end up getting a score over Kansas State, 43-20. Mike and Babe, back to you.
Brian, thank you. We'll be in Lubbock next week for a big one against BYU. Nebraska leading at 7-0. USC on the march. First down and 10 from the Cornhusker 23-yard line. Now going right to left. Mayava goes back under center, barks out an audible. One back behind him, Miller, and a pistol look and a 3-wide set. It's going to be Miller trying to run up the right side of the field and gallops all the way past the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Rex Guthrie in on the tackle, but a big-time run for a first down.
Just a gaping hole on that right side. He didn't get contact till about 8 or 9 yards downfield. Great job by USC of sealing it inside, and the receiver gets him a block on the outside, and Miller does the rest.
A first down and goal from the 7-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Heavy set to the left side of the formation. A receiver each way with Miller to the left of Mayava. Out of the gun, Mayava claps the hands, gets the snap, looking to throw. Near side, incomplete. Incomplete. And you had a target there. It was Lane right on the goal line, but he was shadowed on the coverage there by Nebraska. Great job by Andrew Marshall, number 10 in black.
And USC clearly liked that matchup coming into the game because there was no doubt in his mind. He had one-on-one over there with Jacoby Lane, and he was going to take that shot. I mean, he's 6'4" again, and I know they like that matchup when you got a 6'4" wide receiver. Usually that guy's a tight end.
Brian Jackson checks in at tailback. They go with a staggered eye look at a receiver each way on 2nd and goal from the 7. Snap, fake handoff, looking end zone, lobbing it now far side and incomplete. You had 2 players in coverage, 2 Cornhuskers defending Jaden Richardson, who was crossing over to the right side. Sierra Wright was one of the guys, the safety for the Cornhuskers, and it sets up a 3rd and goal from the 7.
what's Lincoln Riley going to do now? Trojans head coach, play caller.
You know, they have not gone to a tight end yet, and they've got a couple of good ones, including Lake McCree.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh, I really like him.
It's the 10th play of the drive.
Very athletic guy. He's lined up to the left right now of Mayava.
3rd and goal, shotgun. Nebraska rushing 5. Mayava breaks the pocket, now racing to the left side, past the 5, lowers the shoulder and staggers ahead to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, and will they go for it on 4th and goal from the 2? Rex Guthrie saved a touchdown along with Andrew Marshall combining on the tackle of Mayava, who does go 6'4", 230.
Well, and I'm looking at Lincoln Riley, and the minute that play ended, Mike, he's down on his play sheet.
Yeah,
he was going from the get-go.
No, yeah. We were talking about analytics earlier. The analytics say you got to go, and that's what they're going to do. Ball on the left hash. Mayava's going to be under center. He's got Brian Jackson, and a timeout's going to be called. We're going to
timeout. Nebraska, first charged. Media, timeout.
And we will keep it here with 13:26 to play.
30-second timeout.
Appreciate the clarification there. 13:26 to go. Nebraska leading USC 7-0. Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg, Brian Dansell, our studio host. We welcome you to a sold-out Memorial Stadium, a blackout, 85,000 fans. It is an ocean of darkness. We know there's 85,000 people here because you can see their heads over the white T-shirts and sweatshirts and jackets and everything else here.
You know
but a unique look.
You know what's disappointing to me, though?
What's
Mike?
that?
I mean, you've seen, this is the first time I've been here.
Me too.
Never came as a player, never came as a broadcaster.
Right.
I'm all ready to see that red and white that
I was
seen
too.
on TV.
Yeah.
And they got the blackout.
I know. I was a little shook by that myself. I was looking forward. I happen to be a fan of the color red. I thought that would have looked pretty good. I tell you what, though, if Nebraska picks up their first top 25 win in 9 years, they might stay in the black. That's what's at stake for the Cornhuskers. They haven't beaten a big top 25 opponent since 2016. So here we go, 4th and goal from the 2. Mayava out of the gun.
Excuse me, hate to say it's a huge play in the second quarter early, but it is a huge play.
And motion, and it looks like USC jumped early.
Wow. Well, that'll take that decision out of Lincoln Riley's hands.
I think the right tackle did.
Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Yeah, that's the right tackle, Tobias Raymond, and that makes the decision, as you mentioned, Babe, especially easy for Lincoln Riley. From the 7-yard line, you got to kick it here, and they will go to Ryan Sairi. Ryan Sairi, the redshirt freshman out of Western Hills, California. This will be from 25 on the left hash. The holder is Sam Johnson, the punter. Snap and holder clean. The kick is on the way, and it is true. So Sairi silences 85,000 fans here as USC is on the board with 13:23 to go in the first half. Nebraska leading USC 7-3. A quick timeout. It's NCAA football on Elite Media Network.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. make your mouth water. Visit ChefWilliamTurner.com. ChefWilliamTurner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
The Trojans of USC marched down the field, and it looked like they had it made in the shade. A 1st and goal from the 7, but Nebraska's defense stiffens them up and holds them to a chip shot field goal, officially 24 yards on the field goal to make it 7-3 with 13:23 to go here in the first half. Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg here on Elite Media Network. A matchup of two teams trying to break through. These are two of the winningest programs all time in college football history, but they have gone through some tough times recently. And again, Nebraska has not defeated a top 25 team in 9 years. They've got a chance to do so today against the 23rd ranked Trojans. Kickoff will spiral into the end zone, and Nebraska will take it 1st and 10 from their own 25, going to our right. And now we'll see how this Nebraska offense recovers, Babe, as they took a couple of gut punches there.
Yeah, their offensive coordinator, Dana Holgorsen, really one of the best in the business. Matter of fact, you got two guys, Lincoln Riley and Dana Holgorsen, going toe-to-toe with each other. Holgorsen, he was at West Virginia. He was at Houston. He was an OC at Texas Tech. They finished two of the top, let me just say this, two of the top 4 offenses all time in FBS history have been orchestrated by Dana Holgorsen.
Yeah, he was an analyst last year, and in the middle of the season, they fired Scott Satterfield, or demoted Satterfield to the tight ends coach, and bumped up Holgorsen. And on 1st down, a little throw into the flat goes nowhere, maybe a yard for Isaiah Hunter.
Yeah, the amazing thing about that was Holgorsen was at TCU,
right,
as a consultant, or they've got 1 million titles now. He comes to Nebraska. He's there for a week. And a week later, he's the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it didn't take long to realize he is the guy they want, with all due respect to Scott Satterfield. And as I mentioned, now coaching the tight ends.
Didn't hurt that they went on a little bit of a winning streak there.
2nd down and 10 from a 25. Handoff, shake and bake at the 30, past the 35, spin move at the 36, and finally dragged down at around the 39-yard line. A brilliant run by Emmett Johnson, 14 yards before Christian Pierce brings him down.
Well, I really like him. Just a good, solid back. Again, they have not really involved him in the passing game yet, which means they will on this play. But he is one of their leading pass receivers. He got 31 receptions on the year, and he's just a workhorse tailback.
By the way, if you're wondering, does our crowd mic not work when Nebraska has the ball on offense? No, that's not it. That's discipline. That's 85,000 knowing to stay quiet when Nebraska's got the ball, as they do here. 1st and 10 from the 39. Shotgun. Raiola throwing near side, and miscommunication there perhaps. The ball went to the sideline at the 50. The route was to the 45. Incomplete. Dane Key was 5 yards away.
That's a good point you bring up, Mike, with the crowd noise. And it's funny because everybody thinks communication is on offense, right? Hey, crowd noise. If you're playing at home and that crowd is all riled up, it's your defense that has to communicate through the crowd noise.
Right.
And naturally you do want them fired up, right? You want them cheering, yelling, screaming, giving the offense trouble, but it also gives your defense a little trouble in terms of communication and signal calling.
2nd and 10 from the 39. Handoff up the middle and stuffed. I mean, absolutely stonewalled for no gain was Emmett Johnson. Number 97, Jaide Abasiri, a 6'5", 295-pound sophomore defensive tackle.
Crowd didn't like the little extra shove Emmett Johnson got there. Again, what USC has done on the last couple of drives here, they're now shooting the gaps. Those linebackers are coming in, so it's almost this wall Now, the downside to that is if you break that initial wall, there's nobody behind it. Downside for the defense.
Right. A 3-wide look on 3rd and 10. They go conservative play call, handoff, getting to the edge near side and dragged out of bounds at the 43 is Johnson, but that is only a 4-yard pickup on a 3rd and 10. Desmond Stevens, the linebacker, a ball hawk, swarms him and shoves him out of bounds. So Nebraska will go back to the Aussie punter, number 83, Archie Wilson. And Lemon back to receive the very dangerous punt returner, Makai Lemon. Lemon standing at the 15-yard line. Nebraska gets set. And the left footer hits a end-over-end one, fielded at the 15 on a fair catch for Lemon, who probably was a smart move. He didn't have a whole lot of real estate. That punt didn't go very far, but it was effective as no return for Nebraska. And now, for USC. USC will take over from their 15-yard line, 1st and 10. It's the Cornhuskers 7. It's the Trojans 3. 10:29 to go here in the first half. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99 night trial. This is a sleepy-in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
USC with the football, trailing 7-3 here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 15, going right to left. And a 3-wide set, Mayava, shotgun, handoff, wiggling his way between the hashes and up the left seam to the 31-yard line. A great run by King Miller, who's been the top rusher so far for USC. Moved the chains for the Trojans.
The top rusher, and he was the third running back. They had two injured. Eli Sanders went out with a knee injury against Michigan. In that same game, Wayman Jordan, who was his backup, he also was lost. He's out for 4 weeks with an ankle injury.
Yeah, Jordan is a midseason All-American. A big-time loss for this USC ground attack. They'll keep it on the ground with Miller. Javen Wright on the tackle after he gets brought down at the 34-yard line. So it'll be Second down and 6 for USC, trailing at 7-3. This game got started off with a lot of energy and excitement and big plays, and now these two teams are kind of just dancing with one another, babe. Somebody needs a big play.
Trojans are hoping to get it right here, and their big play man is Mekhi Leonard. So Mekhi Lemon is the guy to be careful of.
3 wide set for Mayava out of the gun.
When it looks like he's matched up in man coverage.
They fake the handoff. Mayava buying time, missiles one near side, leaping and unable to reel it in. That's 15, Jaden Richardson, who's 6'1". If he's 6'2", he probably makes the catch. Donovan Jones, number 37 in black on the coverage.
Yeah, he runs a comeback on that left side, and Mayava just kind of sails the ball a little bit on him. It goes up high. If he brings it back, it's really a pretty easy pitch and catch.
I think Mayava's been a little off now. 3 for 9, just 27 yards. This passing attack, which has been so lethal this year, they've been quiet.
I think in a word, he is a little bit jumpy right now. He
Yeah.
needs to settle down.
3rd and 6, crowd comes alive here in Lincoln. Snap, Mayava, clean pocket. Rifles complete at the 40 and up the right hash down to the 47-yard line. A good catch by Tunuk Hines, the true freshman out of Houston, and a gain of 13.
Hines, another one of those burners. Guy ran 10,500 meters in high school.
They go tempo, quick snap, run up the middle, big gaping hole past the midfield marker and down to the 45 into plus territory of USC. That is a 10-yard gain for King Miller, who's starting to get into a rhythm now.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley is saying, hey, I want to get our team moving. They've been going no huddle here. They won't now because they're making a substitution.
And it's 2nd and inches, so the whole playbook is really at Lincoln Riley's disposal here. Mayava out of the gun, Miller behind him. Receiver each way. It's going to be Mayava keeping it left side, gets to the edge, past the 40, outside the numbers, and angling out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big run for Mayava, who runs fairly well for a big guy, 8 yards. Donovan Jones shoved him out of bounds.
You know, and it's funny, too, on that 2nd and 1, second and a real short one, everybody's like, oh, take the deep shot, and then just pick it up on 3rd down.
Right.
I'm a fan of, hey, let's get the first down.
Especially,
let's get a new set of downs.
Yeah, if you're giving me a light box, the defense playing for the pass. On 1st and 10. Handoff. This is Dalton, the freshman, between the tackles, and he will power ahead for a pickup of about 4 to the 33-yard line. Rex Guthrie in on the tackle for Nebraska, sets up a 2nd and 6.
USC's offensive line now starting to move that line of scrimmage a little bit, pushing it into the Nebraska defense. We saw Nebraska do it on the first drive to USC. USC has kind of picked it up doing it now. And
Nebraska's defense has been susceptible to the run all year long. They're near the bottom of the Big Ten, giving up 156 yards rushing a game. 2nd and 6, 2-by-2 formation for Mayava out of the shotgun. Looking up at a 4-man rush for the Cornhuskers. Now make it 5. They bring the blitz right up the A-gap, and Mayava gets hammered. He throws it last second. That's got to be either grounding or a fumble. The offensive lineman pounces on it, but Vincent Shavers came free on a linebacker blitz.
There's a flag in the pocket, but there's no doubt that's intentional.
It's got to be intentional grounding.
But that's not what the flag.
Grounding.
Yeah.
Lost down at the spot of the foul. 3rd down.
So that's actually give Shavers credit for a sack statistically, and a great job by the Nebraska defense dialing up the blitz at the perfect time.
Now, right in that A-gap, right between the center and guard, he timed it out. I thought he got there a little early, to be honest with you. I thought it might have been offside. Lincoln Riley is making the case for that penalty.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not going to get it, but I thought he jumped just a little bit early.
Just a little early. Well, that changes everything now on what is the 8th play of the drive, all the way back to the 43-yard line, and a timeout call.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Boy, let me just
2nd charge of the half.
And we will step aside as
Media.
well.
Timeout.
6:53 to go here in the first half. It's Nebraska 7, USC 3. A quick timeout. It's NCAA football on Elite Media Network.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99 night trunk. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska. Our score here, Nebraska 7, number 23, USC 3. A couple of scores that are currently ongoing in the nation. Number 7, Ole Miss leads South Carolina at the half, 17-7. At the half as well at the Big House, number 21, Michigan with a 14-7 advantage over Purdue. Number 5, Georgia Tech, right before halftime, they have a 17-14 lead over NC State. And a huge one in the SEC just at the end of the first quarter. Number 14, Tennessee leads number 18, Oklahoma, 10-7. Mike and Babe, back to you.
Brian, great job as always. Appreciate it. Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg here on Elite Media Network. A premier matchup today between 2 historical blue blood programs, Nebraska and USC. Nebraska took the opening drive down the field 75 yards and scored to make it 7-0. It's now 7-3. And here's USC with a 3rd down and 17 from the Nebraska 43. Out of the shotgun, 5 wide. Mayava, pocket collapsing, rolling out right. Outside the numbers 45, down the sideline 40. Tiptoes out of bounds near the 30, but that'll still be shy. They'll call him out of bounds at the 32, an 11-yard gain.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 51-yard field goal if that's what they decide to do, and that's what it appears Lincoln Riley has decided to do.
Well, the biggest win of the year for USC was against Michigan, right? In that game, the kicker, Ryan Sairi, hit a 54-yard field goal, his career long. This will be officially 49. Ball on the right hash. Out of the hold of Sam Johnson. Operation clean. Kick on the way. Plenty of distance, and it is good. And that will silence the crowd. A 49-yard field goal by the redshirt freshman out of Chaminade High School in West Hills, California. Ryan Sairi makes it a 1-point game. Nebraska 7, USC 6, with 6:07 to play in the first half, an 8-play drive for 42 yards.
You know, people always talk about, Mike, oh, they had to settle for a field goal. They settled for a field goal. Well, they add up at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Typically, you get 10, 11, 12 possessions in a game. If you tell me I'm going to get 3 points on every drive, I'm going to walk away with anywhere from 30 to 36 points. Usually that's good enough to win.
Well, at this point, I mean, the way this game started, Nebraska gets out to a 7-0 lead. The defense forces a 3-and-out. The 85,000 fans are hyped up about what's happening here, and you kind of felt like this one could start getting a little one-sided, but give USC credit. They have dominated the game since, and it's now a 1-point game.
Well, give Jaden Maev credit there as well, because it's 3rd and 17. Probably not going to pick that up. He scrambles, picks up 11. They were out of field goal range when that play started.
Right.
He got him in field goal range with the 11-yard run.
Kenneth Williams back to receive the kickoff for the Cornhuskers as he drifts to the right side and going to take it out for the end zone. Angling outside the numbers at the 20 and down to the 24-yard line. So pretty much a push on that one, whether he would have taken a touchback or not. But he got some cardio in. And Nebraska will take over 1st and 10 going to our right and leading at 7-6 with 6 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in the first half. What do you want to see out of this Nebraska offense here that hasn't been working so far?
Well, they pounded the ball early with the running game. Got away from it a little bit. I think they get back to it here.
Emmett Johnson is their top running back. He's to the right of Raiola out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end working the slot far side. Here's the snap. Raiola looking to throw, sets up the screen, caught at the 24, outside the numbers at the 30, wiggling his way past the 35 and all the way down to the 38-yard line. A great catch and run by Emmett Johnson. You mentioned he's got hands, and he went for 14 on that one.
Yeah, I mentioned getting the ball to Emmett Johnson. I didn't necessarily say I had to hand it off. Right? I mean, screen and no.
Either way, 21 in black making plays.
He really is a versatile back. He's got moves. He's got quickness. He's got power. Again, for not a big guy, he's a powerful runner, and he's got tremendous hands coming out of the backfield. And they do get him the ball in the passing game.
Raiola now 6 of 9 for 53 yards. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line of Nebraska. Raiola out of the shotgun in a 3-wide set. Johnson to his left, and they will feed Johnson between the tackles, and he bulldozes his way to the 43-yard line, setting up a 2nd and 6. The tackle made by Jaden Walker, the outside linebacker for the Trojans.
Nice little pickup there.
This is a rapidly moving first half. We're already under 5 minutes now to go. A 1-point game with Nebraska leading at 7-6. Crowd offering silence with Nebraska on offense.
You know, and part of the reason is there's only been 2 penalties in the game. Nebraska has yet to be penalized, and USC has just 2 penalties. So that'll move your game along.
Here's the snap. Raiola taps it, fires in the flat far side. Catch made at the 40 and banging his way to the 41. That is the tight end. First time we've called his name tonight, Luke Lindenmeyer, his 25th reception, but that's actually a loss of a yard, so that play goes nowhere as Marcellus Williams, another tackle from his cornerback spot.
Yeah, really good job by USC of coming up. First man misses him, and then Williams does not. But they got him moving laterally. You know, you get those big tight end bodies. If you get him moving laterally, you can make the tackle. What you don't want to do is have him head of steam heading up the field, and you got to tackle him as a corner.
42-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Here comes the blitz from USC. Raiola throws over the middle, caught at midfield, and a first down. Dane Key for 10 yards into plus territory. Move the chains for the Cornhuskers.
You know, and that's one you can run in college football that you don't get in the pros. The umpire is back there where the linebackers are. In the pros, they now have him behind the center. So he ran a little crossing route from the right side, and you use that umpire, the official, as a pick.
Like a screen in basketball.
Yeah, you just find him, and trust me, they work on that. They know where that umpire is going to be.
1st and 10, 48 of USC. Keene motions to the right side. Raiola pump fake. Now goes over the middle. Caught at the 35 and down to the 25-yard line. It's a tight end again, Lindenmeyer. But this time it's a big gain for number 44. A pickup of 23 yards.
Runs a little corner pattern from the right side there, and Dylan Raiola just gives him a perfect ball. And he, again, this was that situation where I talked about you don't want him heading downfield, which he was here, because he drags some bodies with him there.
All of a sudden, Nebraska's offense is finding its mojo again. 25-yard line of the Trojans, 1st down and 10. Under center this time is Raiola. Emmett Johnson 7 yards behind him, gets the feed. Breaks a tackle at the 25, trying to break free, can't do it, and then a penalty flag falls right in the area of holding. It's Kamari Ramsey, the all-conference safety on the tackle for the Trojans. We'll see what the flag's all about.
Holding. Offense number 59. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat first down.
Now the flag is about what you thought it was about.
Yeah. Well, I just go based on where the flag, the geography of the flag these days, right? Because I sure as heck couldn't see the hole from up here.
No, but you're exactly right.
And that's on Lutovsky, who's an all-conference guard for Nebraska. Such a great history and tradition of offensive linemen to roll through this program over so many years.
Well, the Remington Award.
Yes.
Dave Remington played right here at Nebraska.
Right, for the best center in college
Yeah.
football. We have a great view across the way. It says the national championship 70, 71, 94, 95, 97. Boy, do they have some great teams in the 90s. And it's going to be a timeout here called.
2 minutes.
This is a 2-minute timeout.
Called by the referees for the 2-minute timeout. Don't you dare call it the 2-minute warning, Babe Laufenberg.
Did not. I did not.
7-6, Nebraska leading. And they'll have a first down and 20 when we come back. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit chefwilliamturner.com. chefwilliamturner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trial. This is a sleepy-in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg, back with you. Sold out Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. 7-6 Cornhuskers. 1st and 20 for Nebraska. Marching down the field and at the USC 35-yard line. It's Raiola out of the shotgun. Handoff. Right side, behind the right side of that line. Pushes for about 4 yards for Emmett Johnson. Cameron Crawford, the defensive end, number 1 in white on the tackle. Now that's just kind of a little body blow right there. Put him in better position.
Timeout, USC, first charge. Please reset the game clock to 1:53.
So they're figuring
1:53.
if they can get a stop here, they want enough time on the clock to make a drive of their own here.
Yeah, they want the ball back. That was the first timeout USC has taken of the game. Nebraska has won.
You know what this means? You get to tell your 2-minute warning.
I do.
Story.
So the 2-minute warning. So it started out with the NFL and the 2-minute warning. So where did that come from?
I do not know.
The official clock is kept at the stadium now, right?
Right.
There was a time when the referee kept the time. So at 2 minutes, they would go to each sideline. They stopped the game basically and said, told them there's 2 minutes left in the game because you didn't know.
Yes.
And then they realized this works pretty well for television.
Sure
As
does.
television came along. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, they would just tell each of the benches, here's how much time is left.
For various reasons, we have to call it the 2-minute timeout in college football.
Yes.
That's a whole other story. 2nd and 17 from the 32 of USC. They go 3 wides. Raiola out of the gun. Clean pocket. Throws one. A square in. Caught at the 26-yard line and down to the 25. Back to the original line of scrimmage after a 7-yard gain.
Timeout, USC, second charge.
The Trojans call another
30 seconds.
timeout after the catch by Isaiah Hunter, number 13 for the Cornhuskers. So they're looking at a 3rd and 10 from a 25. That would be roughly a 43-yard field goal if they don't get any more yardage. We already have seen a couple of field goals from USC. If you're wondering about the leg by Cunanan, well, he has a season long of 52 yards. That came in a big win against Cincinnati. You can make the argument that's the biggest win of the year for Nebraska.
Well, so SC has 1 timeout remaining. It's a 3rd and 10. So if you're Nebraska, Matt Rule, of course, telling Dana Holgerson, his offensive coordinator, do you want to run it on 3rd and 10 and make USC burn that final timeout before you get out there and kick it, or do you want to take a chance of stopping the clock for them with an incompletion?
Neither team has hit 80 yards of offense yet. Here's the snap. Raiola rolling out right, looking downfield, looking toward the corner. A flag, 2 flags, interference at the 1-yard line where that pass went to and was intended for Dane Key, who's been busy tonight.
Pass interference, defense number 25, 15-yard penalty, automatic first out.
That's on Williams. Yeah, he never turned around. He never looked at the football. He just was face guarding the receiver.
SC is in that press man coverage on the outside. Williams is stride for stride. I always think the DB just kind of panics.
If he just turns around, it's a clean play.
But they just panic. He's in great position. He's inside. All he has to do, like you said, turn, keep your right hand on him as they're going up the right sideline and knock the ball down.
1:41 to go. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Raiola under center. Feeds his tailback between the tackles. 5-4. Touchdown! Touchdown, Emmett Johnson! Emmett Johnson just ran it right up the gut. Broke a couple of tackles, finds pay dirt, and Nebraska extends the lead, a chance to go up 14-6.
Well, Lincoln Riley was taking those timeouts so that he could get the ball back with some time.
Yeah.
That was not what he envisioned.
No, not at all.
He is getting the ball back, but it's because Nebraska just scores a touchdown.
Well, that was an impressive drive.
Boy, overcame that holding penalty there. They had the 1st and 20 that they overcame. That was big.
Cunanan on for the extra point. Hammers it home. The fireworks go and the balloons will soon follow as Nebraska takes a 14-6 lead with 1:37 to go in the first half. Stations, while we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for identification. You're listening to NCAA Football on Elite Media Network. Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg before 85,000 fans at picturesque Memorial Stadium, Tom Osborne Field here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Cornhuskers looking for some history. They are 0 for their last 28 against ranked teams. You got to go back to 2016 against the Ducks of Oregon. That's a couple coaches ago. Matt Rule in his 3rd year, a Pinstripe Bowl victory last year to let everybody know there's been some progress, and this just in. He's got a contract extension, so he's not going to Penn State. He's not going to his alma mater. He's staying up with Nebraska, and the Cornhusker fans love that, and they'll love this. On the kickoff return, it's covered well. Nebraska holding the return man Hines to the 19-yard line. So now You're 81 yards from pay dirt, a minute 34 to go, and USC used a couple of timeouts on that last drive, so if they're going to get a touchdown, they're going to have to do it in rather rapid fashion.
Yeah, they got one timeout. They got a minute 34. They're talking about that Matt Rule extension. They extended him through 2032. Rhett Lashley got an extension, the SMU head coach, because they thought he might go to Arkansas. All he did was go out today and beat the number 10 team in the country in Miami.
Everybody's afraid of losing their coach right now. A historic bloodbath of firings. First and 10 from a 19. Crowd getting rowdy here in Lincoln. And the pass is incomplete, thrown out in the flat. Mayava was trying to find something downfield. Nobody was open. Then he goes underneath to the tight end, Lake McCree, but the throw was nowhere near.
You know, I remember listening to an interview with Steve Young, the Hall of Fame quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. He said, you can shoot the game from my waist down, and I can tell you how I played.
Yep.
His feet are everywhere.
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 He's out of the gun. Mayava is on second down, trips far side, gets the snap, four-man rush. Mayava, clean pocket, now it's collapsing, throws, and it's behind the intended target. Over the middle, it's the tight end again, McCree, but the throw is not on target.
Okay, now 3rd and 10 here for USC. Nebraska still has a timeout.
I was going to say.
So they are now thinking offensively. They're thinking, hey, we got to stop here. If the ball's in the field to play, the clock is running, they'll take that last time out.
3rd and 10.
Yeah.
Trojans 19-yard line.
The hunted becomes a huntee.
3 wide to the near side. Empty backfield now. 2 receivers to the right. Cornhuskers showing blitz. They peel back. Just a 4-man rush. Mayava retreating, sets up the screen, caught at the 15, outside the numbers 20, racing down the sideline 30, and out of bounds at the 32-yard line is Jacoby Lane. First down after a pickup of 13.
Well, USC really needed that one. You could hear the crowd. They were back into it. If they have to punt this ball away to Nebraska, who knows what happens. They're already down. USC is down 14-6. You certainly didn't want to go down 2 possessions here before the half.
The brilliance of that play call, you set up the screen, you get a big gain, and the clock stops by going out of bounds with 1:16 to go. Plenty of time from the 32-yard line. 4 wides, 2-by-2 formation for Mayava. Snap, pocket, pressured, hit as he throws, incomplete. Intended at the 40-yard line for McCree, who's now been targeted 3 times on this drive, but they can't get it going to number 87 in white, the all-conference tight end.
Yeah, Lake McCree got up looking for the flag, signaling to the official, hey, flag, flag, flag. And it did appear the defender came through his back before the ball got there. I think he had a legitimate argument on that.
McCree out of Austin, Texas, the same hometown as our stat man, Abe Froman.
Lake Travis High School.
2nd and 10 from the 32, right hash. From the shotgun, trips near side. Here comes the blitz. Mayava backing up now, racing for his life outside the hashes rather at the 30, and gallops his way all the way to the 49-yard line. It was like the parting of the Red Sea, but there's a flag all the way back at the 35.
Defense number 96 lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Well, great job there by Jaden Mayava. We saw it earlier. He picked up 11 to get him the field goal earlier on the previous drive. This time, as you said, the Red Sea just parted.
Parted for
him.
him.
When you bring 5 and you're in man coverage, everybody's back is turned to the quarterback, and he just took advantage of it.
That's his biggest run, 17 yards. Clock stops with 1:03 to go. Ball at the 49 of Southern Cal. First down and 10. 3 wide formation. Mayava. Snap. Sets up another screen left side. Caught on the flat at the 47 and banged out of bounds at the 46 on Nebraska. That's McCree again. McCree, who came in with 16 grabs on the season, the 5th-year senior. I've got him for 6 targets already.
You know, and the one thing USC has is that timeout still in their back pocket. All these plays, they're getting out of bounds to stop the clock. And they did on this play.
With 58 seconds to go. Brian Jackson in the game at tailback. He's spread out wide. And a 5-wide empty backfield look. Mayava looks far side to the USC sideline. gets the play, gets the snap. It's going to be a design run left side, and he threw it out of bounds last second, but that's going to be an intentional grounding or forward lateral. It's going to be something on Mayava that's not legal, I can tell you that.
There's no question. He was running left. He shoveled it forward with its left hand. I don't know what they're going to decide here.
And it's actually a heads-up play trying to avoid the sack. He had Cade Petchak right in his grill and bringing him down.
The officials conferred here. Cole Kneppel is our referee. He's going to tell us what happened, I hope.
Well,
come on, Cole. Here we go.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 14. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. Third down. This penalty also triggers a 10-second runoff.
Yes, that's right.
Please reset the game clock to 44 seconds. The clock will start on my signal.
Yeah, Jordan Mayava just kind of lost his mind right there. He knows he can't do that, but in the heat of the moment, I always say for that quarterback, it happens fast, and it happened just a little too fast for Mayava.
3rd and 11, Mayava cocks and fire, deep ball far side, and the ball's underthrown. He had a man streaking down the sideline. Tanook Hines, the true freshman, had a step. That ball was underthrown, but I thought he beat Andrew Marshall.
Let me correct you. He had about 3 steps.
Yes.
Wide open.
That's just a miss for Mayava. You can't miss this. He wasn't even pressured. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. I mean, he was.
Wow.
And again, Tanook Hines, he's a 500-meter guy in high school. That's flying. And he flew past the Nebraska corner, and again, Mayava just did not set his feet and deliver a good ball.
No, and he had a clean pocket. That's just a complete miss.
They ran a little slant and go up there with Hines, and boy, can't miss touchdowns, and they missed one there.
Sam Johnson punts it, fielded at the 14, and cut down immediately at the 18-yard line.
All right, Mike, you're Matt Rule.
Return is Barney.
You're Matt Rule. You got 30 seconds. You got a timeout. You got an 8-point lead, and you're going to get the.
You're going
to receive the kickoff in the second half.
Right.
You are going to do what?
I'm taking a knee, and I'm going to the locker room. That's not what everybody wants to hear. Look, if that punt return goes to the 33, maybe I'm changing my thought.
Yeah, I think you run it here.
Yeah.
If you pick up 10,
right.
Pick up a nice gain, then you take a timeout. But if you get stoned, you just say, okay, we'll go in, we'll take that lead at halftime, we'll get the ball coming out of the second half.
From the 18-yard line, Emmett Johnson to the left of Raiola. Snap, it's Johnson. And Johnson churning those legs, pushing the pile all the way to the 27-yard line. So that'll be a 9-yard pickup, 1 yard shy of the marker. Lucas on the tackle, but the clock, 13-12. Yeah, they're content with a 14-6 lead.
Yeah.
Kind of what we thought, and a well-played first half. Offense, a premium in this game. Defense has played some good football, and Nebraska and the 85,000 Nebraska faithful will cheer on their Cornhuskers. An 8-point lead, 14-6 at the half. Babe Laufenberg, some first half thoughts.
Well, I thought we were going to see a little more offense, quite honestly, out of this thing. We got a 14-6 ball game, but I always say you play the game that's presented to you that day. So you come in thinking, okay, we're going to have to score some points, and all of a sudden it's become really a defensive game. USC manages just 2 field goals, and somehow, some way, Lincoln Riley's got to settle Jaden Mayava down a little bit. He was just jumpy throughout the whole first half. To the point, he had a wide open touchdown on that last throw up the right sideline, just underthrew him.
The #1 offense in the country coming in statistically held to just 6 points. That's the biggest story here. 14-6 Nebraska leads. Coming up, Brian Dansell has the Elite Media Network halftime report, all the scores plus first half stats. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trial. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's going to help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not going to beat the quality. You're not going to beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on Instagram. In-game highlights, previews, updated news from college football, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow us at Elite Media Sports.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new league locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow at Elite Media Sport.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit chefwilliamturner.com. chefwilliamturner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on. Welcome to the Elite Media Network Halftime Show. From Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, here's Brian Dansell.
Back here at the field in Lincoln, Nebraska. Our score at the half, Nebraska 14, number 23 USC 6. Let's take you through a couple scores that were going on in the top 25 today. The number one team in the land, Ohio State, at home in Columbus, hosting Penn State. They get a win 38-14. Heisman hopeful Julian Sayin in this game with 4 touchdown passes and 316 yards passing. The number 2 team in the land, also in the Big Ten, Indiana, goes to Maryland and gets a huge 55-10 win there. Number 5, Georgia, meets in their annual matchup with Florida, ends up getting a 24-20 win there. That game did go kind of down to the wire until a turnover on downs for Florida. 2 top 10 teams went down today. One of them, number 9 Vanderbilt, went to Texas today to take on the University of Texas. They weren't sure whether or not they would have Arch Manning starting at quarterback today. He was not on the availability report come Friday. He was taken off of that Texas gets a huge win, 34-31. Score might seem a little inflated. Vanderbilt did need to score 21 points in the final quarter to bring that score close. Diego Pavia, by the way, 365 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game. I mentioned that 2 top 10 teams went down today. The second, number 10 Miami, goes to an ACC foe in SMU, of course a college football playoff participant from a season ago. SMU gets a huge win in overtime, 26-20. SMU now moves themselves to 4-1 in ACC play. Number 12 Notre Dame goes to Boston College and gets a win, 25-10. You had mentioned I had mentioned this earlier. Number 13 Texas Tech, who we will have on Elite Media Network a week from today. They will take on BYU a week from today. They go to Kansas State into the Little Apple today, and they get a huge win, 43-20. Baron Morton, who had missed the last 3 weeks with a right knee injury, is back in the lineup. Today he goes for 249 yards and 2 touchdowns. A couple of games that are currently ongoing. In Oxford, Mississippi, number 7 Ole Miss leads South Carolina 17-14, 8:53 remaining in the third there. Number 21 Michigan, whom we had last week in their Paul Bunyan Trophy rivalry game against Michigan State, they currently lead Purdue 14-10, 5 minutes left in the third. Just gone to the half, number 8 Georgia Tech currently down to NC State 24-17. And just before the half, number 14 Tennessee and number 18 Oklahoma tied at 10. That's a look around the country. Coming up, we'll run down the first half stats. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit chefwilliamturner.com. chefwilliamturner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow at Elite Media Sport.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99 night trunk. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on Instagram. In-game highlights, previews, updated news from college football, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow us at Elite Media Sports.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium, where our score at the half, Nebraska 14, number 23, USC 6. Let's take a look at a couple of the stats to see how we got there. You've heard Mike and Babe talk all half long about how USC has come into this game with the number 2 passing attack in the country. Nebraska, obviously, with one of the best pass defenses in the country. Currently, Nebraska winning that side of the battle. Trojan quarterback Jordan Mayava currently 6 of 16 for 57 yards. Their rushing attack, they are getting a couple of yards on the ground through King Miller. He's got 9 carries for 82 yards, an average of 9.1. Jacoby Lane has caught a couple of passes for 22 yards for the Trojans. Over on the other side, Dylan Raiola, 10 of 13 at this point, 91 yards total for the first half. He does have a passing touchdown. That passing touchdown did go to Dane Key. Dane Key's got 2 receptions for 23 yards in this game. Now, the lone rushing touchdown scored by Nebraska, that goes to Emmett Johnson. He's got 15 carries for 76 yards, an average of 5.1. And like I noted, that rushing touchdown. You take a look up and down, pretty tied in terms of total yards. 178 for USC, 180 for Nebraska. But that key stat that we did talk about earlier, passing yards, USC 57, Nebraska with 91. The only other key stat that I definitely wanted to point out, the time of possession here. Although Nebraska plays with a little bit of tempo on offense, they definitely are keeping the ball a little bit longer than USC is. It's at a 17-13 discrepancy at this point. So they had the ball for 4 minutes longer. As Mike and Babe had talked about right before the half, Nebraska will come out to start the second half with the ball. Up next, we go back to the field with Mike Morgan and Babe Laufenberg. Again, our score here, Nebraska 14, USC 6. The second half is about to get underway. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trial. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's going to help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not going to beat the quality. You're not going to beat the price. Come shop with us at nestonwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on Instagram. In-game highlights, previews, updated news from college football, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow us at Elite Media Sports.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit chefwilliamturner.com. chefwilliamturner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow at Elite Media Sport. It's time to kick off the second half between USC and Nebraska. From Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, here's Mike Morgan and Babe Laufenberg.
It is Mike and Babe, the first installment, hopefully not the last. Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg joining us here on Elite Media Network, our 10th ever broadcast, and so far it's been a good one. Nebraska leading USC 14-6. It's the first time all year the Trojans have failed to score a touchdown in the first half, and that's the story, Babe. The number one offense in the country coming into this game, and they were held to 2 field goals.
Man, SC came into this game averaging 42 points a game, 42, and held to just those 2 field goals, as you said. They got it down in tight. They were going to go for it on a 4th and 2 at the Cornhusker 2-yard line.
Yeah.
They get a false start, backs them up, so they had to kick a field goal from there. But yeah, it's been Nebraska's defense has pretty much been suffocating. Again, I know Lincoln Riley is talking to Jaden Maeva at the halftime, just saying, settle down. And I also like when you talk about that quarterback, Mike, when people say, okay, you just got to go out there and get him a couple of easy completions. And I always say, well, if there were easy completions to be had,
right,
they would have called him.
Well, I like
nothing's easy.
I like what you pointed out about Maeva, and Nebraska will get the ball first here in the second half, but you notice the footwork is off. I'll be curious to see if that gets corrected here in the second half as the kickoff will go out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So that's a penalty flag, and that'll mean
first down.
Well, in a game where real estate could be huge here in the second half, points hard to come by, that's a 10-yard gift supplied by USC on a rare kickoff out of bounds.
Yeah, and in real estate, right, it's location, and they're going to locate the ball at the 35.
That's not a bad.
It's really like making a first down from kicking a touchback.
One on the house. And the NFL, that's at the 40, right?
It's at the 40 at the NFL.
You get an extra 5 on that.
Well, I know Lincoln Riley, after his halftime speech, did not say, all right,
kick
it out of bounds and give him the ball at the 35, guys.
So Raiola leads the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Starts off on a 4-wide. Deep ball down the far sideline and over the head of the intended target, Dane Key. And that's not easy to do because he's one of the fastest people in this stadium, which officially now the attendance is 86,529. So I lied. I said 85,000 strong. They somehow wedged in an extra 1,500 or so.
Plus, I'm going to guess, just knowing my youth and most people's youth, there's about 100 to 200 people that snuck in somehow, got in, trust me.
Absolutely.
I've been to more than one game without a ticket.
Yes.
Not as an adult, mind you.
More of Babe's reckless lifestyle exploits as the game continues. From the 35 back to the ground game and breaking tackles, banging his way to the 43, an 8-yard pickup for Emmett Johnson. Anthony Lucas finally brought him down, but a great run for number 21 in black, the junior out of Minneapolis.
USC is going to try to get him off the field here. 3rd and 2, long 2, but Nebraska is in a position, if they don't make it, they'll have to punt the football.
3rd and 2, and what is commonplace now in football, it is a shotgun formation for Raiola. 1 back, 4 wides. They will give it to the back, trying to scoot his way to the right side, get to the edge, and can't do it. Emmett Johnson is cut down for a loss on the play of 1. Anthony Lucas combining with Devin Topkins on the tackle.
Boy, really nice job by SC is stringing that one out to the right. He's bouncing, trying to find a hole, and he can't. And again, it does force a punt. I don't know what analytics tell you, but Matt Rule says, I'll tell you what analytics tell me. I'm going to punt.
Going to punt it away. Johnson now 16 carries, 84 yards. The dangerous Makai Lemon back to receive the punt from the lefty. Another line drive, angling to out of bounds, and that's exactly where it bounces.
This is going to move up a ways.
Yeah, 26-yard line, so not a terrific effort that time by the punter, Archie Wilson, the Aussie. That'll go for just 32 yards, and now it's USC's turn to have decent field position, and we'll see if that offense, which has struggled mightily tonight, USC, the #1 offense in the country, they have 178 yards. That's not a terrible total, but they've had to settle for 2 field goals when they got into plus territory, and they still have yet to find the end zone. USC in white, going left to right. King Miller the back, and a 3-wide set.
And you can hear the crowd recharge their batteries at halftime. They're back into this.
Absolutely. Mayava throws, and it's picked off! Intercepted at the 35-yard line by Andrew Marshall on a ball thrown in the far flat, and Marshall read it all the way. The first turnover on the Trojans.
Boy, Jaden Mayava, he's just struggling. He looks out. They've got a man underneath the outlet. He's trying to hit Jacoby Lane on just an out route.
Yep.
And you see Mayava, he starts to throw it and says, no, that doesn't look good. And then he says, just throw it anyway. I have no idea what he was thinking. I'll say it again, though. At that quarterback position, it happens fast. But he said he knew I shouldn't throw this football. And then he decided, maybe I will. Just a bad decision.
Bad ball. Tried to force it in there, and it was completely read all the way by number 10 in black. So the best starting field position for Nebraska, and a nice big run on first down for Emmett Johnson. He's flirting with 100 yards. Lucas on the tackle, but Nebraska now has the football, 2nd and short from the Southern Cal 27-yard line.
And I just want to get back to that Mayava interception there that he threw. Every quarterback not named Tom Brady has at some point in their life said, no, that's not open. And then for whatever reason, your brain says, now let's just throw it anyway, right? The minute he released that ball, he said, oh no, should not have done that.
Raiola looking to throw near sideline on a comeback route. Pass is incomplete, intended for Hunter. It'll be 3rd and 2.
You know, we had not had a turnover in the first half.
I know.
Neither team fumbled. Neither team threw an interception.
Right.
And
clean game.
that changed pretty quickly.
It sure did. Hasn't been a ton of penalties. So while it hasn't been the highest scoring game, it has been a clean game. And now we're looking at 3rd and 2 for Nebraska from the Trojans' 26-yard line. Raiola out of the gun, a receiver each way, 2 tight ends to the left of the formation. Raiola, as the crowd offers silence, snap, handoff, straight up the gut, and past the marker down to the 23-yard line. A first down for Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, we talked about it at the top here. It's a committee of one in this Nebraska backfield, and it's Emmett Johnson. Had 15 carries in the first half, and I don't think they're going to save him here in the second half. They are moving this ball nicely on this drive. Boy, that turnover, that takeaway, I should say, it just energizes your offense, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Could be the play of the game, depending on what Nebraska does here. On first down, Raiola, pocket collapses, hammered from behind, ball is loose. Ball is loose, pounced on at the 32. Who's got it? We've got a scrum. It was Crawford jarring it loose. It's anybody's guess who's got it at the bottom of that pile. Trojans have it. There's the signal. And we went the whole first half without a turnover, and now back-to-back turnovers. The pick and now a fumble, and it's going to be Trojan football.
Media timeout.
And Raiola is still down on the ground after that hit at the 25. We will give an update on that and look at the USC offense back on the field with 12:04 to go in the third quarter. It's the Cornhuskers 14, and it's the Trojans 6. It's NCAA football on Elite Media Network.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit ChefWilliamTurner.com. ChefWilliamTurner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Mike Morgan, Dave Laufenberg here on the Elite Media Network before 86,000 fans at Memorial Stadium. While we were away, we got a look at that play and the fumble by Raiola. Lucas forced it, Crawford recovered it, but more concerning right now, Babe, is that ankle which got buckled under.
Yeah, and they've got a true freshman behind him, and It did not look good coming off, but obviously USC with the ball now, so we'll see what happens when Nebraska gets the ball back.
Mayava has been shaky at best so far in this game. 1st and 10 from the 32, going left to right. Snap, handoff, trying to probe the right side, and finally stacked up at the 35-yard line after a couple. King, Miller, Singleton on the stop.
And I'll say this, after the first half, which did not have a turnover, Mayava comes back, throws the interception, and then Raiola just gives it back to USC on the fumble.
We just got another look at Raiola on that sack, and that ankle went in a bad direction. 2nd down, call it 7. They gave him forward progress to the 36. Mayava looking up at a 4-man front. 2 receivers to the left. Snap, handoff, Miller fires up the middle, past the 40 and down to the 43-yard line. Javen Wright on the tackle, but not before a 7-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Yeah, and King Miller has run the ball well. That's 11 carries, 92 yards now for King Miller. Oh, a walk-on freshman, by the way. Or I should say walk-on redshirt freshman out of Calabasas.
1st and 10 from the USC 45. Snap. Handoff. Again, gaping hole up the middle, barging into plus territory and down to the 48-yard line is Miller as he gobbles up 7 more yards. Shavers on the stop.
You know, when you have a great player and that great player really hasn't done great things in the game, I always wait for him. Okay, here comes the play, here comes the play. Mekhi Lemon has not had that impact in the game, but somewhere in here, maybe in this drive, he'll have it.
Yeah, he's been quiet, just 2 catches for 18 yards, the All-American. 2nd down, handoff right side and almost breaking it. He found a crease and got tripped up at the 45, King Miller did, by Dasan McCullough, the Jack linebacker. If he doesn't make that tackle, he might take a house call. Instead, it's 3rd and inches, ball parked just outside the 45 of Nebraska. Miller's over 100 yards now. King Miller, 12 carries for 101, and he would be the likely guy to get the ball here.
Oh, this quarterback sneak.
Yep. Mayava, you're right. Wow. Quarterback sneak, but a penalty flag. Penalty flag.
False start. Wow.
That's a killer.
Against USC, obviously.
That is an absolute killer. That changes your whole playbook.
Yeah, I said quarterback sneak. The 2 defensive tackles were lined up over the guards. I mean, all you had to do was walk it forward, and he did.
Still 3rd down.
Jaonri Reed is the center, and the question is always, when it's on the center, babe, how?
He must have double clutched. You start the snap, and then, I mean, you just flinch it, and then you bring it up. Because, yes, technically, the center can't have a false start because he's the first guy to go. But undoubtedly had a double flinch there. Now, this changes things for you.
Jackson, the back, on 3rd down and 6. The ball right near midfield on the right hash, just to the right of the Big N logo in black tonight on a blackout Saturday. Handoff right side and stopped short at the 47. He needed 5. He got 2. So decision time here.
Yeah, and Lincoln Riley again, he goes down looking at his play sheet, so they're going to go for it on 4th down. And if you want to hear a loud crowd,
it's about to get deafening.
Here it comes.
4th and 2 from the 47. Nebraska leading at 14-6. USC in desperation mode here.
Well, and with that run, it kind of told me that Lincoln Riley was going to go for it on 4th down if they didn't make it.
Three tight end set. Shotgun snap, handoff, and I don't know.
I do. He didn't get it.
They gave it to Jackson. He needed the 45. They're going to mark it short. Coming in to make the tackle, Andrew Marshall and Javen Wright, the linebacker. Nebraska's defense comes up huge.
When they ran it twice there, I think it told you a little bit about Lincoln Riley losing a little bit of confidence in Jaden Mayava.
Nebraska takes over when we come back, leading at 14-6 midway through the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trunk. This is a sleep-in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg with Brian Dansell here from Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's the Cornhuskers 14. It's the Trojans 6 with 8:38 to go in the third quarter. Raiola is still in the tent, so that means the true freshman out of Compton, California, TJ Lateef, number 14, in at quarterback. Hands off on first down and into plus territory to the 49-yard line is Emmett Johnson. A gain of 6 before Anthony Lucas, who forced the fumble on the last drive, makes the tackle. And a timeout called here, an injury timeout.
Timeout for an injured offensive player.
I got a Cornhusker down right on the big N logo at midfield, and that's Elijah Pritchett. He is the left tackle, the transfer out of Alabama. He was a starter for the Crimson Tide, and
timeout.
And Nebraska got him in the portal. We'll tell you more about the injury when we come back. 14-6 Cornhuskers. This is NCAA football on Elite Media Network.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trunk. This is a sleep-in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's going to help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not going to beat the quality. You're not going to beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I am your host, Brian Dansell. Let's get you caught up on a couple of scores. As I told you earlier, there were two top 10 teams that have lost today. Number 9 Vanderbilt went down to Texas and lost to number 20 Texas 34-31. Also in overtime, SMU gets a win over number 10 Miami 26-20. Currently, number 8 Georgia Tech is down to NC State 31-20 with 5 minutes left in the third. And just at the half, number 18 Oklahoma has a 16-10 lead over number 14 Tennessee. Mike and Babe, back to you.
Brian, it's feeling like one of those nights. You looked at the schedule. There weren't a ton of marquee games. We got one of the best ones here tonight. But that's when a lot of the upsets happen. Nebraska trying to pull off an upset and get their first top 25 win in 9 years. They lead at 14-6 third quarter. Again, it's the backup freshman quarterback handing off, and it's going to be a first down. Right up the hash, surging forward to the 43, and now some late contact. Crowd wanted a personal foul, not going to get it. Emmett Johnson, incidentally, is over 100 yards. Keyshawn Silver on the tackle. While we were away, the starting left tackle, Elijah Pritchett, limped off the field. We'll see if we can keep an eye out if he gets back in the game. That'd be a huge loss for Nebraska.
Yeah, the crowd didn't like it. Their left tackle, Turner Corcoran, he gets shoved down at the end of this by a USC player. Matt Rule has got his arms pointing skyward, saying, "What? You're not going to call that?" And they said, "No, we're not. We didn't, and we won't."
And now a whistle pre-snap.
Timeout, Nebraska, first charge.
I think Nebraska was so livid over the non-personal foul call, they got distracted and had to call a timeout to avoid a delay of game.
You talk about Matt Rule, he has not beaten a top 25 team since his Nebraska tenure has started, and if they don't win tonight, USC came in here ranked 23 in the AP poll. They won't have a ranked team for the last 3 games either, because it's UCLA, Penn State, and Iowa for the last 3 games for Nebraska. Now, conversely, you get the win here today, real good chance you can end up with 2 losses at the end of the season.
Now, look, if Nebraska can win this game, people are going to start paying attention to what Matt Rule is building here. There's a reason why Nebraska went out of its way middle of the season to give him an extension, give him a bump in pay, and make it nearly impossible for anybody, including Penn State, to steal him away. They see the progress. They know they have their guy. And if they can win this game tonight, the conversation is going to be about what Nebraska is doing and might still do with a lot of games to play. First down and 10 from the 43-yard line of USC. It's Lateef out of the shotgun, rolling out left, going to scramble outside the numbers at the 40 and shoved out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A great run by T.J. Lateef, which we don't know a whole lot about Lateef. He comes into this game a true freshman. He's thrown 12 passes.
Please wind the game clock.
He's completed 11 of them, 1 touchdown, no picks, and that was his 6th run of the year, now for 40 yards.
And he's run for a couple of touchdowns. At the end of this play, the ball got knocked out.
Right.
Punched out, but it went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds. Second down and 3 from the 36 of the Trojans. Snap. Handoff. Right side, nothing doing. Gang tackled was Nelson. A host of defenders for the Trojans, including 23 Desmond Stevens, the middle linebacker.
You know, you go back to Matt Rule and the extension that he got this week takes him through 2032. And there's two coaches right now in college football, Mike, right? You either got extended or you got fired.
Yeah.
There's no in between. You either got an extension because they're afraid you're going to leave, or you got fired because they want you to leave.
I know one
thing. It's a crazy profession.
We're going to have a record number of firings and already a record amount of buyouts. But you don't see that in the NFL, but you have them in college. Here's a critical 3rd down and 2 from the 35 of USC. Shotgun snap. Latif throws it in the flat near side. Shake and bake. And down to the 34 and a half is Emmett Johnson. It's going to be about a yard, maybe even less, short of the marker. Decision time for Matt Rule.
And there's no question the kicker, Kyle Kinnanen, he has the leg to hit it from here. I was watching him, as a matter of fact, at halftime, and he was putting it through from 55 going this direction.
He's already got a 52-yarder this year against Cincinnati.
It appears they will go for it. Oh.
And they've got 3 backs behind Latif.
No, it's Heinrich.
Now it's
Harburg. He's underneath center. They're tight end. And they've done this before with him.
Good eye, my friend.
Yep.
Good eye, my friend. Yes.
We set the game clock to 5:27.
Yeah, they use him and they push it.
Yes.
With a big body tight end under center.
For the season, he has 6 carries for 5 yards.
Well, those are the carries. And it's funny, I know this did not catch USC by surprise.
Yeah.
They've done it a number of times this season. Well, I shouldn't say I know because USC called a timeout, so maybe they didn't. Maybe they should ask me. No, I'm sure they've seen it. Oh, Nebraska called
the timeout because they realized USC did not get fooled.
That's interesting.
So now, it's a lot of strategy on this 4th down and 1 yard to go. The ball again is at the 34 of USC on the left hash, and they're going to bring out the punting unit. Huh.
No.
Oh, okay. Now the holder was late coming onto the field.
Yeah, he didn't know they were going to kick the field goal.
He's like, wait a minute, what's going on?
He comes running out.
That's Archie Wilson, the punter, who's the holder, and he is spotted at the 42. So this will be a 52-yarder for Cunanan. That would tie his season long. Snap, swing of the right leg. It's on its way. Does it have enough? It hits the crossbar. Just short. He didn't have quite enough leg. A biscuit short of a 52-yard field goal, and that will keep the score 14-6 with 5:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. Still a one-possession game as the kick hit the right corner of the crossbar in the upright. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Yeah, I think you got the.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trunk. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's going to help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not going to beat the quality. You're not going to beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
1st and 10 Trojans from the 34-yard line. Cornhuskers leading at 14-6 here in the third quarter with 5:23 to play, and the crowd is ignited. Snap, handoff Jackson, probes the left side, finds a crease and takes it out to the 38-yard line. A quality run on first down for USC. The tackle by Javen Wright, number 0 in black.
USC again to force the issue now. They go no huddle. Nebraska trying to get lined up.
3 in the pattern. All kinds of time. Deep ball up the right seam. Caught! Beautiful over the shoulder catch, but he can't hold on. Oh, Richardson had it right in the breadbasket. It looked like a perfect throw by Maiava, and Richardson can't bring it in.
Boy, and there was excellent coverage on the play by the corner, Andrew Marshall. He step for step, but to your point, Maiava was just you couldn't have put it any better, but it was a tough catch. I think Marshall got his hand in there at the end.
Marshall knocked it away at the last second.
Really good coverage by him and a good job by him. You see it all the time with corners not turning for the ball.
Exactly.
And he just goes up through the hands.
Crowd energized on a 3rd down and 6 from the 38-yard line. 3 in the pattern for Maiava. Maiava deep ball near sideline, and that time the catch is made. The ball was underthrown, but Tanook Hines came back and made the catch.
You know, he caught it anyway, but I thought we were going to get a pass interference there because he was kind of dragged to the ground as the ball was coming down. Tanook Hines in the first half, he had him beat for a touchdown, and Maiava underthrew the ball. This time makes a nice play on this one.
First down sets up USC at the 32-yard line of Nebraska. Cornhuskers clinging to a 14-6 lead. A 29-yard pickup on that last reception. A 3-wide set for Maiava. Snap, handoff. No, it's Maiava keeping it and scrambling right side down the sideline and shoved out of bounds at the 16. Beautifully designed play. That one fooled me as well. 13 yards for Maiava. I thought for sure that play was going to the left. Maiava sold it well and then delayed his run to the right.
Maiava has done a nice job running the football in this game, both on scrambles and that one there, basically a designed run.
They'll move the chains for the Trojans. 1st and 10 from the 16 of Nebraska. Going left to right, Maiava out of the gun, a receiver each way. Miller the back, who's already over 100 yards. Snap, Miller. Nope, Maiava keeps it again. Outside the numbers at the 5. Touchdown! Maiava! Second time, same play, and Nebraska fell for it again. And Jaden Maiava, who came in with 4 touchdown rushes, picks up his 5th, and Southern Cal can tie it with a 2-point conversion. Well, he gave a stiff arm on the play to Vincent Shavers at about the 5, and that helped set him free. 2-point conversion on the right hash. Miller the back behind Maiava. Snap, no, they go direct snap to Miller. Miller keeps it left side, he's in! 2-point conversion is good. Miller faked the reverse and just kept running toward the corner on the far side. Another well-designed play.
That was fancy right there. I don't want to say they caught Nebraska napping, but that was pretty nice right there.
Don't look now, but we're tied at 14 with 3:32 to go. Stations, let's pause 10 down the line for identification. You're listening to NCAA Football on Elite Media Network.
So Myalva takes it in for the touchdown, then they make the two-point conversion. But the big play there, the 29-yard pass reception by Tanuk Hines. It's the only 20-yard play that they've had this game. They have not got those chunk plays, USC, but they got one there, and that set up the touchdown. Nebraska, as a matter of fact, coming into this game, they were the #1 team in the country in terms of giving up the fewest 20-yard plays. They'd only given up 10 all season long. It actually tied them with, once again, the #1 and #2 team in the country, Ohio State and Indiana. So USC finally found a chunk play.
It hasn't been a banner day for this USC offense, but they're now up to 269 total yards to Nebraska's 208. That was a great-looking drive. They completely kept Nebraska off balance defensively. And we haven't been tied since after that first drive by the Cornhuskers. Returned by Williams out of the end zone, streaking outside the numbers far side, past the 20 and down to the 24. Now Nebraska will set up shop on the 24-yard line with 3:26 to go third quarter. Tie game, 14 all. It felt like Nebraska, especially after the interception, felt like Nebraska was going to put this into another gear, go up 2 scores. All of a sudden everything was going the way of the hometown Cornhuskers, but now Dylan Raiola is out of this game, not expected to be back with a brutal-looking ankle injury. And they've got a true freshman in TJ Lateef in the game at quarterback. He's out of the gun. Johnson to his left. Johnson gets it, and weaving his way through traffic somehow picks up 5. Nice run by Emmett Johnson. Fitzgerald on the tackle. Johnson already over 100 yards.
And you just wonder, with Lateef in here now as a true freshman, how much of that play sheet of Dana Holgerson, the offensive coordinator for Nebraska, how much that's been cut down by.
Right.
And as a play caller, you will either have 2 sheets, one for the one quarterback, one for the other, or you put them in different colors. So you don't want to go down looking at a play sheet trying to say, I don't like that. No, he doesn't like this. So Holgerson is looking at a whole different play sheet right now for Lateef.
We're talking about a 19-year-old kid who hasn't played in this type of moment. He's going to keep it and run here and takes it out to the 35. First down yardage, hit by Eric Gentry. After a gain of 7 yards, crowd wanted a late hit, won't get it. You can feel a little bit of anxiety in the air that we haven't had for a while.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, Nebraska really has had control of this game for much of the way, but now you're starting quarterbacks out. USC has figured some stuff out. A tie game, and 14 is, that number isn't close to what you're going to need to win this game. You're going to need more than a field goal too. Jailbreak screen set up on the near side, past the 40, down to the 45-yard line. Ball comes out. USC pounces on it. They're going to say he's down. They're going to say he's down. It was Hunter on the reception. He definitely lost it. USC definitely recovered it, but they will say the knee was down.
And when you're sitting there fighting for those extra yards, or inches, I should say, sometimes it's best just go down, hang on to the football, don't let him strip it. Got it at the end, but again, they had called him down.
Yeah, he was caught in the middle of a Trojan sandwich. The ball got stripped, but it's hard to tell from here whether he was down. We just saw one replay, and now USC is saying
the field is that the runner was down. That play is under further review.
USC is saying we want another look at this because
they're going to get another look.
You know what? I think his rear end is down before the ball pops out. I was looking for knees, but he falls down on his back.
Well, John Madden wrote the book, right? 1 knee equals 2 feet. 1 rear end also equals.
A very cheeky
play.
It
was one of those, we're looking at it right on the edge. I don't know how you.
I don't think you can overturn it. I think his butt hits the ground, and then the ball comes out.
Yeah, I think he still has position as his rear end hits the ground. But we'll see. Here's what I love, though, and I always say appreciate what officials have to go through.
Yeah.
We're going to look at it 12 times, 10 different angles, super slow-mo on high definition.
Review. Ruling on the field is upheld. The runner was down. 1st and 10, Nebraska.
Yeah, I don't see how you change that. But again, we get all these looks, and we still sit here. I think, maybe, I'm pretty sure, and then those guys, it's bang, bang.
Well, especially when you have a play like that where you have 2 or 3 defenders swarming the ball carrier.
Yeah, you hardly even see where the ball
You can hardly
right,
see when the ball comes out, and that was the problem. Of course, we're way up here, but even the officials down there, that's a tough call to make. So Nebraska holds on to the football. 1st and 10 from their 45-yard line on 1st down. Play action. Screen set up left side. No dice. Caught and then dropped for a loss was Ja'Cory Barney. And that's going to be a loss of a half a dozen on the play. That got blown up. Bishop Fitzgerald, who's a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award, the safety number 19.
Well, you get the feeling that they're just trying to protect their backup here, TJ Lateef. Again, a true freshman. And the ball has not gone down the field. They've done a bunch of the short passing screens and things of that nature.
Right, how much confidence?
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 17 taunting the sideline. That's his first disqualification, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Taunting the sideline.
I don't remember the last time I've heard that. That's DeCarlos Nicholson. So I'm guessing he got a little mouthy right here on our side, the near side, and just started talking a bunch of smack to the Nebraska sideline.
Yeah, it was right in front of the Nebraska bench, but
I mean,
please reset the game clock to 53 seconds, 5-3. Thank you.
How bad, of all the trash talking that goes down on the field, how bad was it that he said and he drew the penalty? 46 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, 14 all, big call. 1st and 10 from the Trojans 45. Handoff up the middle, nothing. I mean, bottled up right near the line. He squeezes out a yard, does Johnson. Ramsey on the tackle.
Okay, with Dylan Raiola out of the game here, and we talked about the true freshman playing, USC is now just going press man on the outside, and they're throwing everybody into the box.
Stack the box.
They're daring him to throw the football down the field.
They're saying, TJ Lateef, we don't believe in your arms, son.
They've got one-on-one matchups wherever they want him if you're Nebraska. But they're content to run the ball, and they're also content to run out the 3rd quarter.
And that's exactly what they'll do. The final 5 seconds tick away. Nebraska's got the ball in plus territory. The final 15 promises to be something special.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
14-14. Trojans, Cornhuskers, 2 blue blood programs trying to make a statement here tonight in Lincoln. And you are listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trial. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on Instagram. In-game highlights, previews, updated news from college football, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow us at Elite Media Sports.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow at Elite Media Sport.
I got to tell you, the highlight of the game might be the presentation that Nebraska does here at Memorial Stadium during that last time out. That was something, Babe Laufenberg.
You know, we got AC/DC, Thunderstruck. You might be able to hear it in the background there, but where would sporting events be if AC/DC never existed? There'd be no music, right?
I don't know if there'd be football, quite frankly. They might just discontinue the sport, but that was amazing. And this crowd, 86,000 strong. Again, 409 consecutive sellouts. That's an NCAA record. And it's not like they're all riding a bandwagon. This is a program that hadn't beaten a top 25 team in 9 years. And here they are, 14-14, 15 minutes to go. They've got the ball in plus territory at the USC 46-yard line. This is why we love college football, Babe.
And you know what else they haven't beaten? Nebraska has never beaten USC. It's the only team that they've played more than once.
That's right.
That they have not beaten.
And a rematch from last year.
SC is 5-0-1. They had a tie.
Trojans won it last year, 28-20. Here's the snap on second down. Handoff. Left side, getting to the edge at the 35-30. Down the sideline, 25, and shoved out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A big gain for Emmett Johnson, 23 yards. Moved the chains in the red zone.
He just bounced it out, little cross trap going right to left. He's to the right of the quarterback here. Excellent blocking by the wide receiver on the outside. You know, the old thing is the offensive line gets you 6 yards, the wide receivers get you 6 points.
Right.
And it's almost 6 right there, but an excellent job outside.
They'll mark it just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Going left to right, out of the shotgun, T.J. Lateef. And he dropped the snap and has to pounce on it all the way back at the 28-yard line. That's going to be a loss on the play, and a big one.
That was a good snap. It was not a bad snap. He just took his eye off the ball.
Now our studio host, Brian Dansell, brought up a great point. The young man, T.J. Lateef, is out of Orange, California. No doubt he played against a lot of these Trojans in high school, several of which are from that same area. So now it's 2nd and 17 from the 28-yard line. Snap, empty backfield, deep shot down the far sideline and incomplete. Hunter turned around last second, but the ball was wide of the mark, and now it's 3rd down and 17. Do you have enough confidence here for Lateef to try to throw downfield, or do you play for the field goal?
In my mind, you play for the field goal.
Yeah.
You know, with, again, the freshman quarterback, you're in field goal range here. To me, just run it. Take it out of his hands. You got a great back, right? In Emmett Johnson, you just give him the ball and say, hey, I just need you to make about 3, 4, 5 yards here. Get our field goal team on, take the lead.
You got a great back and you got a great kicker as well. Snap, handoff, reversing field at the 25 and turning very little into a nice pickup of 8 yards is Emmett Johnson. Devin Tompkins on the tackle for the Trojans, and bring out Kyle Cunanan, the sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona, who started his college career as a Charlotte 49er.
And that's a win for Nebraska there. Again, he just got him 8 yards for this kick. Real makeable. Going to be about a 39-yard kick.
39-yard attempt from the left hash. Out of the hold of Archie Wilson. Snap and hold are true. Kick is on the way. Plenty of distance. And it is perfect. Cunanan, who missed from 52, hits this one. And Nebraska back on top with 12:53 to go. It's 17-14, a 39-yard field goal. The 9th play of the drive turns into 3 points for the hometown Cornhuskers. 17-14, Nebraska leading here in the fourth quarter. This is NCAA football on the Elite Media Network.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore futureforfootball.com's new league locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit chefwilliamturner.com. chefwilliamturner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Mike Morgan with Babe Laufenberg. 17-14 Nebraska after a field goal, which culminated the 10-play drive with 12:53 to play here in Lincoln.
Yeah, Jason Garrett, former Cowboys head coach, used to always talk about line one in things. Hey, line one this, line one that. Well, line one there was come away with a field goal.
Yep.
After he dropped the snap, it's 2nd and 17. At that point, you're just thinking, I got line one, I got to come away with a field goal, and that's what they did. They got the lead. Now it's going to count on their defense to come out and hold USC.
A lot of time left in this one. USC had an impressive drive the last time out. What do they come with here? The kickoff will sail into the end zone, and the Trojans will set up shop from their 25-yard line and trailing by 3 points.
Yeah, this is one of those games, too. It hasn't been pretty, kind of back and forth. We've had a couple of turnovers here in the second half. Missed field goal. You just keep playing, right? You just keep playing, and that's what really both teams have done. But USC kind of struggled, then they got it going.
Yeah.
Nebraska struggled, then they got it going.
Everything's about even. Total yards, each team with 1 turnover, and we're a 3-point game here in the fourth quarter as the noise is now near deafening here at Memorial Stadium. On first down, throw caught on the left hash, but immediately dropped backwards as Mekhi Lemon, who overall has been quiet, and that actually is an incomplete pass. He couldn't hold on. Even if he did hold on, it would have been a minimal gain at 2nd and 10. They have not been able to get Mekhi Lemon going.
He had 2 catches early in the first quarter for 18 yards, and that's been it.
He's lined up wide left.
But I know this, Lincoln Riley, that's not by design.
No.
He's going to try to get him the football.
Now he's in the slot, and they do a little flea flicker. Going deep is Maeva down the far sideline. Caught caught near the 30-yard line. A huge play to Jaden Richardson on a flea flicker of all things to the 32 of Nebraska, and that is a 62-yard gain.
And Rex Guthrie of Nebraska, he's trying to keep up with him and can't. He actually he pulls his shirt out, pulls him by the back of the jerseys because he knew he'd get beat. No flag came out, ended up not mattering because they caught the ball anyway.
Biggest play of the night. King Miller in a tailback, 1st and 10, 32-yard line. Handoff Miller between the tackles, wiggles his way to the 31-yard line. Kiana Davis on the tackle after a pickup of 4 yards for King Miller. Both of these starting tailbacks over 100 yards tonight.
King Miller, by the way, got the name King. He was born on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. So
that makes
appropriately
sense.
enough, said, hey, what do you think about King? I love it.
King works.
I guess if it was a girl and you're born on Queen Elizabeth's birthday,
Sure.
I guess you're queen.
Well, the King would like to get crowned in the end zone on this drive. Trailing 17-14. Crowd getting loud on 2nd down from the 28. Snap. Mayava with time over the middle. Caught at the 25. It's the tight end Lake McCree. And Mayava finds McCree for the 4th time tonight.
All right, going back to that flea flicker, how about that call? And those things, I always say, they're feast or famine. They either look great, like that one did, or they blow up in the backfield, and everybody says, why would you call that? But that was feast.
They called this just shy, so it's 3rd and inches from the 23. And quarterback keeper right behind the right side of the line, and the 6'4", 230-pound Mayava just plunges ahead. And that'll move the chains for the Trojans with 10:45 to go, trailing Nebraska 17-14.
No, and that's twice now Mayava has had the quarterback sneak, and Nebraska has their tackles outside of the center. There's nobody. Somebody's got to cover that center, or you're really just giving them the quarterback sneak. I mean, he made 3 yards there. He needed 1. He got 3.
He got it out to the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2 tight ends on an unbalanced line to the left for the Trojans. They fake the handoff. Mayava has all kinds of time. Clean pocket, throws end zone incomplete. And then a late flag from the back judge on the end line. I'm not even sure if that ball was catchable. This is going to be interesting.
Well, it looked late.
Pass interference. Defense number 8. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
That's on Singleton.
Yeah, the crowd doesn't like it, but I was waiting for the flag to come out. I'm saying, where's the flag? Where's the flag?
Yeah.
And then the flag finally came out from the back judge who's sitting under the goalpost.
They were trying to get Hines on the route.
Sometimes also, we say, oh, that was a late flag. Or
right.
Sometimes they just can't reach and grab it and get it out.
I have that problem every time I do laundry, babe.
Oh, so
it's a struggle.
He may have been clutching for it, saying, oh.
All right, well, that changes
I'll
everything.
do your laundry for you, though.
Thank you very much, babe.
Next game we do together, bring it.
I'm telling you. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Mayava out of the shotgun. Handoff, getting to the edge, right side, into the end zone, touchdown! King Miller does get crowned on the drive, and the Trojans have the lead for the 1st time tonight.
Well, and SC has found a little success with that, just bouncing him outside of the tight end. And again, it's that little cross trap. King Miller was lined up to the left of Mayava in the shotgun, and then he just comes across the formation to the right. Beautiful seam for him to run through.
Yeah, the right side of that line set the edge where that was a fairly clear path.
This is a big extra
for Miller,
because it's a 3-point game right now.
Sairi nails it, and with the chance of refs you suck from the 86,000 Nebraska fans, the Trojans have quieted the crowd here with a 21-17 lead. That's back-to-back impressive drives for USC. 10:06 to go here from Lincoln. Don't go anywhere. It's getting fun here in the Heartland. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit chefwilliamturner.com. chefwilliamturner.com. A nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trial. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Mike Morgan, Babe Laufenberg, back with you here on Elite Media Network. 10:06 to go. It's USC 21, Nebraska 17. Our thanks to so many tuning in across the country and if not the world, streaming on TuneIn and iHeart. So many affiliates, including 92.9 The Game in Atlanta, WNSR in Nashville, Tennessee, KJR in Seattle, just to name a few. It's our 10th week. We're happy to welcome Babe Laufenberg to his inaugural appearance here on EMN, and we have been treated to a heck of a ball game here before 86,000 fans at Memorial Stadium on a chilly and brisk Saturday night in Lincoln.
Yeah, you get the feeling this one's going down to the wire, don't you?
I certainly do, and if Nebraska's going to come back, again, the news of the second half, they're going to have to do it without their starting quarterback. Dylan Raiola went down with an ankle injury. It's been the true freshman TJ Lateef. He's a California kid, but he's a little bit raw, and he'll have to lead the drive here, 1st and 10 from a 25. They'll go handoff up the middle, now breaking right side, outside the numbers at the 30, down to the 39-yard line. A great carry from Emmett Johnson. That will move the chains, and it'll be a first down for Nebraska.
You want to turn it over to the running back at this point with your true freshman quarterback. And again, they have yet to have Lateef throw the ball down the field. It's been a couple of screens to the backs, wide receiver screens, but he has yet to really drop back and throw it downfield.
That is a 13-yard gain, and Johnson now 26 carries, 156 yards, and a touchdown tonight. What a ball game for Emmett Johnson, the junior. They'll fake it to him here. How about a deep ball far side? Leaping and incomplete at the 28-yard line. Great breakup by Marcellus Williams. Hunter was the intended target, but Marcellus Williams, who only stands 5'11", he got up higher than the 6'1" Hunter.
Yeah, really nice play because threw him a nice ball, gave him a chance outside, but Williams just makes a really nice play, turning for it and knocking it away, and not drawing the pass interference.
Right.
You know, keeping his body away from him and getting the left hand up there to knock it away.
And looking back at the football, as you're taught to do, but very often that's not the case. On second down, little screen pass caught in the flat far side. It was caught on the hip. Caught on the hip by the tight end Harburg, and by the time he was able to reel it in, he couldn't turn upfield. No gain on the play. Tackled by Christian Pierce. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Just ran a little flat route out to the left, and he bobbles it. I think he kind of turned his head upfield before he actually caught the football. And it was on the hip, and he said, well, I can feel it. And he reached back and grabbed it, but too late by that time.
3rd down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun on the 4 wide set is Latif. Now the back motions out to the right side. It's a quarterback designed run. Latif goes nowhere, runs right into a brick wall straight up the middle, and there was Cameron Crawford from his defensive end spot, number 1 in white. Absolutely buries him for no gain.
Yeah, that was quarterback draw. It was, to your point, it was a designed run. It wasn't like he had to scramble up the field. Takes a couple steps back in the shotgun, and off he goes. He's got a lineman in front of him, but he never got there.
And again, I mean, you have to think if Raiola's out there, the play calling just looks different. You're not running that play.
No question.
Now Wilson out to punt it. Lemon is back at the 22. The lefty boots it, angles it toward the far sideline. Caught, and a fair catch by Lemon at the 25. Trojan football after a 37-yard punt, no return. USC 21, Nebraska 17 here in the 4th quarter. A quick break. It's NCAA football on Elite Media Network.
Palm Casual Patio Furniture is ready to give the outdoor game day viewing space at your home the attention it needs. We are the factory. In business since 1979, our 30-day trial period assures customers they are getting the guarantees they deserve. Find us across the Southeast in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas, and be sure to visit palmcasual.com for our full catalog and to contact a store near you. Palm Casual Patio Furniture. palmcasual.com.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before. From flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Are you looking to make an indelible impression on your guests with an extraordinary dining experience? Then choose Chef William Turner, whose culinary mastery and unique style will take your taste buds on a journey through Southern country roots, West African, native, and French cuisine. Make your mouth water. Visit ChefWilliamTurner.com. ChefWilliamTurner.com, a nationally recognized traveling chef. Chef William Turner, not just great, extraordinary.
Next Saturday on Elite Media Network, a huge battle in the Big 12 as the 10th-ranked and undefeated BYU Cougars take on the 13th-ranked Texas Tech Raiders. The Cougars are led by quarterback freshman sensation Bear Bachmeier against a stingy Red Raiders defense led by linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. It's the Elite Media Network College Football Game of the Week, heard crystal clear on many of these same radio stations and streaming on iHeartRadio and TuneIn. Game on.
Welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium at Tom Osborne Field. Our score here, number 23 USC 21, Nebraska 17. Let's get you caught up on a couple of scores that are going on currently around the country. Number 8 Georgia Tech is in trouble. They are down by 11, 41-30 at NC State, and there's less than 5 minutes left in that game. If you have not been paying attention, there were also 2 top 10 teams that have already lost today. Number 9 Vanderbilt lost to number 20 Texas 34-31, and number 10 Miami went to SMU and lost 26-20 in overtime. Just happened in Knoxville. Number 14 Tennessee now down to Oklahoma 23-17. Oklahoma just scored a touchdown, 2 minutes left in the third there, and just kicking off in Salt Lake City, number 17 Cincinnati and number 24 Utah. Mike and Babe, back to you.
Well, who wants to win the ACC is my question. Miami loses, Georgia Tech might lose. Clemson lost again. That's become standard here lately. And speaking of that Utah game, we've got Utah's chief rival BYU at Texas Tech next week. Brian Baldinger will join us in the broadcast booth for that one. Big run on first down, firing through the hole on the right side is King Miller, who has been the guy tonight. 13 more yards before Deshaun Singleton brings him down.
You know, USC is up over 200 yards rushing now with that run, and you look at the averages for USC in terms of the rushing game. 7.8 for King Miller, 6.7 for Mayava. So they have run the ball very well.
I mean, they could win this game with Mayava completing 9 for 22 tonight. On first down now from the 38-yard line. Penalty flag flies. Ball is thrown far sideline, knocked away, incomplete. Great coverage on the play by Nebraska. It was intended for Lions. And now another flag where the pass was headed. That could be an interference call.
We may have 3 separate
Yeah,
fractions.
a lot to
play.
unpack here.
I know we have
Absolutely.
offside Nebraska, so Mayava said I've got a free
play. Yep.
Then another flag came out, and I think it was a separate infraction. Then a final flag came out on the sideline in front of the Trojans bench. So
Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
Our referee Cole Knippel is going to have to figure all this out. Let's see. See if he says.
2 fouls
two.
on the defense. Offside, number 16. That penalty is declined. Pass interference. Defense, number 9. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Well, 9 is Vincent Shavers, the linebacker, who somehow got caught on the perimeter covering a receiver downfield. And it was the nose tackle, Elijah Judy, that was lined up off sides. 4 penalties, 45 yards for Nebraska. First and 10 now in plus territory at the Nebraska 47. Again, it's USC in the lead, 21-17. Snap, handoff, up the middle, breaking 1 tackle, and finally lassoed down from behind at the 41. 5 more yards for King Miller. Javen Wright on the tackle, but Miller now 131 yards on the night.
Now we have 7 minutes and counting in this football game, so a lot of time left, but USC would love nothing more than to pound the ball here, take about 3-4 minutes off the clock, take a 2-possession lead, and tell Nebraska, hey, with your freshman quarterback playing for the first time, basically, try to beat us, try to score twice.
It's worth repeating, USC's top 2 tailbacks, Jordan and Sanders, out tonight. It's been King Miller, the 3rd stringer, lighting it up. It's going to be Miller again getting the call. Not this time. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage, tried to probe the right side, but instead Williams Waneri, number 96, stopped him in his tracks.
USC kind of in no man's land here on this 3rd down. Ball sitting at the Nebraska 43-yard line. They got a 3rd and, what are we looking at, 6? Yep, 3rd and 6. So see if Lincoln Riley kind of goes 2 plays here, runs it on the first one,
right,
and see what they get out of it.
Because they're not in field goal range. They need the 37. Out of the shotgun, Mayava option play left side. Mayava gonna cut it upfield at the 40 and get it out to the 36-yard line, and that'll move the chains. Great run by Jaden Mayava of 9 yards.
Well, and here we are, middle of the 4th quarter. And Lincoln Riley brings out his first option play of the game. So Nebraska had not seen that one. We had not seen that one. And all of a sudden, it's a heck of a play call by Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley, Luke Heward, kind of the brain trust of that Trojans offense, and they've really picked it up here in this second half. First and 10 from the Nebraska 36-yard line. Mayava in the shotgun, kind of an inverted I formation. Picking his way through the hole on the right side is Brian Jackson. He'll squeeze out a yard to the 35. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 5 minutes remaining in this one with Nebraska trailing USC 21-17.
Good job by Jackson there. He put both hands on the ball. The big thing, you don't want to give up the ball here. You never want to give it up, but Nebraska's going to try to be punching it out, stripping it, so keep 2 hands on the football. The ball is more important than the yards at this point. And look at that clock just ticking away. 4:30 and counting.
Imperative that Nebraska, at worst, holds them to a field goal here. Shotgun snap. Mayava rolls out right, and he's got nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Drop for a loss at the 40-yard line by Javen Wright. That's a loss of 5 on the play, a huge play for the Nebraska defense.
Boy, that is not the way they drew it up on the blackboard.
No.
Kind of discombobulated from the start. He fakes a handoff going left to King, and then he comes back over right. He was looking to throw the ball, didn't find anyone open. I don't know why he didn't just throw it into the stands. He may not have wanted to stop the clock, but at that time I think I'd have just thrown it away.
3rd down and long from the 40-yard line of Nebraska. Mayava, shotgun snap, clean pocket, looking, pocket collapses, rolls out right, still looking downfield, and just throws it away. Just throws it away on the run. Terrific job, pursuit by the Nebraska defensive line.
And I always say easy to play quarterback from 200 feet in the air where we are, but being up here, I couldn't find a guy open. They were in man coverage, and every black shirt was locked onto a USC receiver.
I think you meant 200 yards up in the air.
Well, yeah, we're
well above 200 feet at this point.
We might be.
But you still had a good eye there.
No, but I mean, when you're up here and you can't find somebody open, you sure as heck can't find them open on the field getting chased down.
Well, boy, did Nebraska need a stop, and they got it with 3:36 to go. Again, the Cornhuskers trailing USC 21-17. Trojans with the punting unit out there.
Kicking team, 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
And that's actually by design for Sam Johnson to give him a little more room to punt it away.
Well, and take every second you can off the clock. 3:36 now.
So this is where you want your punter. And Sam Johnson's been around a while. Bama, Jackson State, Valpo. And he's had plenty of stamps in the passport. But if he can pin it inside the 10 and really make life uncomfortable for this Nebraska offense, that's what he's going to try to do here.
I guarantee you Nebraska is going to come after this punt.
And they've got 9 on the line. Here comes the pressure. He gets it away. Spiraling kick. It will bounce at the 5 and take a detour to the right side, and USC covers it inside the 5. Perfectly done. A 42-yard punt inside the 5, no return, and Nebraska has got to go a long ways. 94 yards if they're going to recapture the lead, trailing by 4.
Boy, I know a lot of teams don't huddle anymore, but no worse feeling than when you're huddling, right? To go out and you see your logo underneath your feet.
Yes.
It's a bad thing.
Which ordinarily that would be in red and white, but tonight it is a blackout, so it's in black and white. Nebraska's in black. USC in their familiar white unis, and here's the true freshman TJ Lateef under center. Snap, handoff, up the middle, now breaking his way back to the middle of the field and wrangled down at the 8-yard line is Johnson. Desmond Stevens on the tackle after a 4-yard scamper.
Oh, you want to make your stamp on Nebraska football? Just be a true freshman, have about 11 passes under your belt,
right,
and take your team down 96 yards to beat USC because they need a touchdown. They're down 4, 21-17. Field goal won't do them any good.
To pick up the first win against a ranked team in 9 years. 2nd and 6 from the 8-yard line. Play action. Now running and scampering his way past the 15 and down to the 18-yard line. That's a first down and a great play by TJ Lateef, who races straight ahead for 10 yards.
You know, we're way too early for this, I think, but it's 2:30 and counting. Nebraska just has 1 timeout remaining. They do have the 2-minute timeout that will come up, but
in their time, that's a full huddle here before this snap, which means unless it's an incomplete pass, this is likely the final snap before the 2-minute timeout. 2-by-2 formation on 1st down and 10. Handoff straight up the middle, not much, maybe 4. For Johnson. Shelby on the tackle and the clock ticking. 2:03, 2:02. Yeah, it took so much time on that last one. They only allowed 1 play. So we're at the 2-minute warning, and the ball is spotted on the 23-yard line.
Timeout.
77 yards till pay dirt. That's what Nebraska needs. They trail USC 21-17. More coming up next. You're listening to the Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.
College College football is here, and if you need tickets for the biggest games, then talk to the experts at Ticket City. We handle everything from big rivalry games to the college football playoffs. For 35 years, Ticket City has been the trusted source for 1 million fans to get tickets to their favorite events. www.ticketcity.com. Use ELITE5 promo code to receive a big discount on your tickets. That's ELITE and the number 5. Buy from the trusted experts in college football tickets at Ticket City.
Hey guys, it's Brandon Jameson with Nest Wild Mattress in Tupelo, Mississippi. Look, we get it. Mattress shopping is the worst. It's really confusing. There's a lot of options, and it's really hard to know what you're getting and what you need. That's why at Nest Wild, we only offer 2 options. So one thing that's common between both is they both ship quickly to your doorstep. They're 100% made in the USA. They're safe, fiberglass free, and you have a 99-night trial. This is a sleepy in bed, perfect for back and side sleepers. It's more of a medium leaning flush. It's great for shoulder, hip pains, more conforming.
The original foam is a bed that you sleep on. It's a medium, leans to firm. It's the universal bed. Stomach sleeper, back sleeper, side sleeper, works for you all. Lower back pain, hip issues. This bed's gonna help give that extra push. Make sure you're not hammocking, sinking down.
So guys, hope that helped break it down and make it even more simple for you. Remember, you're not gonna beat the quality, you're not gonna beat the price. Come shop with us at nestandwild.com.
Yeah, what he said.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on Instagram. In-game highlights, previews, updated news from college football, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow us at Elite Media Sports.
I love watching my child grow through football, learning values and life skills that extend beyond the playing field. Now, there are more ways to play than ever before, from flag to tackle and beyond, with opportunities for boys and girls at any age. To find the right team, explore FutureForFootball.com's new League Locator tool and explore nearby leagues. It's never been easier to get your family involved in the game.
Stay up to date with Elite Media Network by following us on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow at Elite Media Sport.
Back to the live action, 2 minutes remaining in this one. It's USC 21, Nebraska 17. Nebraska has its work cut out for it from the 23-yard line. Little slant pass caught and immediately dropped at the 22. No gain on the play. Ja'Cory Barney caught it, but he had nowhere to go. Kamari Ramsey, the all-Big Ten safety, on the tackle.
Clock ticks. It's 1:51 and counting. We got a 3rd and 6. It's got to be 2-down territory. They only have one timeout left, so.
2-by-2 formation. It's the freshman Latif. Latif going to tuck it and run left side. Angling out of bounds at the 27. He's right near the marker.
Right, boy, he is. I think he's about a yard short.
I think he is too. Give him 5, he needed 6.
Excuse me. They got to go for it here, 1:30.
No doubt.
You can't punt the ball away. You've got one timeout.
Yeah.
You won't be able to get SC off the field. So.
And a minute 37 to go. This is a no-brainer. So they spot it at the 27 on the left hash. They need the 28.
Here's your ball game.
And you'd have to think Emmett Johnson here, right? Number 21.
I would.
Had a terrific night at the office, and oh no. They didn't burn a timeout here, did they? And the officials are coming in.
Did USC possibly take a timeout?
I don't know if anybody called
Nebraska
a timeout.
did not.
I don't.
Lincoln Riley's on the field. He's wanting an explanation of some type.
Forward out of bounds. The clock will start on my signal.
Oh, okay. So that did not stop the clock.
Okay. Well, Emmett
that was
Johnson,
big, though, because they got an extra 10 seconds out of that.
Shotgun snap. Johnson gets it. He trips in the backfield, and he's going to be short. Oh, my goodness. I think he tripped over his own 2 feet. I don't even know if that was a tackle. He just tripped in the backfield and landed short for one of the rare times tonight. He's been terrific, but he could not get there. He just tripped over his own 2 feet. There wasn't a Trojan in the backfield. He'll have that first down easily.
And it wasn't Latif there on the handoff?
I don't think so.
I don't know if they got their feet tangled up
You
there.
think maybe Latif maybe it was Latif's feet.
You know, I don't want to I'm not sure of this, but Latif was looking over after the play, like waiting for the next play to be called. We're getting a replay here.
No, that's his own 2 feet. I think, and by the way, the field surface, we were down there before the game. It's field turf here, no rain, no nothing. You couldn't ask for a better playing surface. I think he just, for the first time tonight, Emmett Johnson, who's been so good, maybe a little bit of contact with Latif. I don't know. Either way, it's academic. It's going to be all she wrote on a play where 9 times out of 10, Emmett Johnson gets that first down.
Charge timeout. Nebraska, 3rd and final. 30 seconds.
So, by the way, as I'm looking at that replay 100 times, USC with the football and the 36 of Nebraska, 2nd down and 19. Now Nebraska has no timeouts left. There's 1:15 seconds to go.
Yeah, and USC can just take a couple knees.
And this is over.
It's over. They can't stop it.
So the 23rd ranked Trojans come in here and trailed most of the night, but they're going to walk out of here in all likelihood with a very hard-earned victory against a Nebraska team that came in 6-2, playing great football, and had a chance to pull off an upset and a rather historical top 25 win, which has been so elusive for them. Victory formation for the Trojans here. Snap. Taking an immediate knee is Mayava.
That was a gut check for USC.
That really was.
I guarantee you, Lincoln Riley is going to be proud of his football team at the end of this one, because it wasn't pretty. It was not the way they have been winning games this year. They've won 5 of them. This will be number 6.
Hey, look, in a crazy year in college football, we know Indiana right now and Ohio State, they're just playing at a different level.
Yeah.
But you look at the rest of this schedule as they'll take another knee here with 43, 42 seconds. Bleeding play clock down to 5. Now to 2. Snap, knee. And that's going to do it. The final 30 seconds will tick away. The players are going to midfield. The Trojans are going to pull it out. 21-17. They've got Northwestern Iowa at Oregon. They'll be an underdog in that one. And then the in-state rival UCLA to end it. But don't look now. This USC team led by Lincoln Riley, they've got a chance. They still have a chance at the playoff at this point. And this is maybe a program changing. We talked about all the things at stake for Nebraska. USC has been losing this kind of game since Lincoln Riley got there. They win it tonight on the road, 21-17. Dave Laufenberg, some thoughts before we take a quick timeout here.
Yeah, I think things changed, obviously, for Nebraska when they lost Dylan Raiola to the injury.
Yeah.
They've got a true freshman in. He may be a great player down the road,
sure,
but in this environment, on this night, it was going to be difficult for him. It was. So that really changed the game. Not saying Nebraska would have been guaranteed a victory if he hadn't gone out, but it really made it difficult for Nebraska.
We'll have our player of the game on the other side, and I have a feeling he might be wearing a crown when it's announced. There's a hint. Final score from Lincoln. Trojans 21, Cornhuskers 17. We'll have our player of the game and much, much more when we return. You're listening to Elite Media Network, your home for NCAA football.